Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. Actually, I should say welcome to the Velvetiki Room. Velvetiki Room. Do you hear Paul in there yelling? He's mixing up some last minute ingredients. Hello and welcome to the Velvetiki Room. Our first broadcast out here of the year. So exciting. And I have nowhere to put this. Oh well. Hi. Oh, I can't wait to see who's here. All right. I can see that you're here. I can't see who you are yet. So we have some classic drinks to make for you this evening. And they're quite large. So a good time will be had by all. Okay. No comments yet, so can't see who you are, but I'm so excited we could be out here so early in the season. We usually don't do a broadcast out here until at least May. So the fact that we can be out here in April is something else, and it's broiling in here. So it's not even like, oh, it's okay to be in. Like, no, I'm broiling. Probably you can probably see me sweating my brains out. Okay, well, you know what? Paul's not here, and oh, Julie, hi, and Dime. Okay, good. All right, we got some people here to talk to. All right, because I can see that people are here, but I couldn't see who yet. Yes, happy warm Wednesday, Julie, and aloha, Dime. Good to see you both. I've been very busy this week, and I'm a little afraid that these drinks are going to rock me. Not that I'm not going to make them, mind you, because I'm ready for them, but I'm afraid I'm going to be rocked after this broadcast, so get ready for it. Hi, Alan and Elizabeth, good to see you, yay. I think Paul's making honey mix. He's got at least one Don the Beachcomber recipe to make for you, so they call for honey. But I think I might just, oh, okay. All right, couldn't see that one. Uh-oh, little kitchen accident there. I'll just pretend I didn't hear anything. What's everyone drinking this evening before I get started? Doesn't have to be booze. People often tell us they're drinking bubble tea or whatever, mocktail. Lovely mocktail. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, I don't think you can see this, but in the time since we've done a broadcast from out here, we formica'd our bar, so it no longer looks tragic, the top of the bar. We put some boomerang. I'll have to take a picture and post it, but we put boomerang formica. I love it. Maybe I'll have Paul tilt the camera down, but that's always hit or miss. So, hi, Eric. Good to see you. Oh, look who it is.
Well, look who came to decided to join us.
Who decided to join us this evening?
Put some things here.
Hi, Lisa.
Let me just stow these behind the bar. Could you put these behind
Yep.
me, please?
Here you go. I'm going to put it on this jar.
That sounds
Okay,
swell.
all right. Well, we thought we had Paul, but
Oh, he's around.
okay.
But you know what you are actually lacking, which might make your life a lot more friendly.
My water. Thank you.
Oh,
I
yes.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
Come on over. Come on over, baby.
Oh, I'm not ready yet.
Oh,
You
you're
know
not?
what you're
What are
still
you doing?
You know what you're still lacking, which you would really, really like to have before anything
What am I
happens?
lacking?
You want to mix?
Oh, ice?
Yeah.
Oh. We're running a little late this evening, as you can tell. I've had 4 auditions in the last week, which is amazing, and I am not complaining. But yeah, it's been a week. So, hi, Mom. Yeah, it's been a week. So, Paul pointed out we don't have any ice yet. But that's okay. I'm not going to let that stop me. Let's get started. Hi, John. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, 4. It like in the past 5 days. So it's been like, woohoo. Yeah. So anyway, let's make a drink, shall we? I am going to start with, and all the booze is in front of us because, yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to start with a Suffering Bastard. This recipe, oh, thank you.
There you go.
There's the ice.
I guess I can come in now.
You can come in.
Come on down.
Come on over. Come on over, baby.
Hey there.
A whole lot of shaking going on.
Hiya, folks. Yeah, I suddenly
All right.
realized to my horror I'm missing like 3 essential
Well, we would
things.
realize it pretty quickly. that
There
you
you go.
didn't have ice.
Lack of ice is going to stop this show kind of dead. You know, lack of honey mix, and it's like, oh, well, got to go out and make up the honey mix, blah, blah, blah. But lack of ice, and bye. Been nice knowing you for 5 minutes. We're not going to do that. We need to make stuff.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Suffering
Stay over here.
Bastard. This is the Trader Vic's 1968 recipe.
Didn't actually do this.
No, you didn't, but that's all right.
Got a few in
Okay,
there. So.
I need the dark Jamaican. Did you put it? Oh, you did.
It did, yeah,
All
that's
right.
the correct one. We have 2
All right, I know this is awkward,
actual
but
bottoms. Wait, for what?
for what?
Well,
4 auditions.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
geez. Like, the drought, just like the actual
You know.
drought that afflicted us last year. And then suddenly, bang, bang, bang. And like,
Yeah, it's always feast or famine with
when
these things.
when it rains, it pours. This is like Cliché-ville over here. But, when it does, you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
There are no complaints.
Just like to point out to the
There are no
universe that I
complaints.
am not complaining.
If ever you hear me talking about, wow, we're pretty busy.
Lisa's like, yeah, make a drink.
I don't complain.
Lisa,
I mean,
you're a woman after
when it
my
happens,
own heart.
It happens, man. Sometimes you're working on 4 projects simultaneously, and you're like, well, good.
Suffering bastard. I dedicate that drink to my second marriage. Oh, dime. Oh, dime.
Oh!
Okay, so 2 ounces. Can you hold this for a minute? I need to keep leaning over the bar. 2 ounces dark rum. I'm using dark Jamaican because it also calls for an ounce of light rum.
Give me your tired,
Which-
your poor, your thirsty masses struggling to drink the booze of equality.
We don't have white rum right now, so I'm going to use
amber rum.
a nice amber rum.
Yeah, we don't keep the light rum on hand unless it's daiquiri season, which to feel out here, right now, and certainly today, is, yeah, it's about right.
This will rock me.
This
In the
will,
best possible
this
way.
will rock you.
Yes.
Rock you.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yes. Okay.
So.
So we're up to 3 ounces of rum
Mm-hmm.
for those of you keeping score at home.
It's kind of like when you go to Pusser's in, where is it?
Annapolis.
Annapolis.
Yeah.
Right there. And
Oh
you're
my
just
gosh,
right
that
on the
place is
water,
fun.
extremely tiny little town. And you're right there at like sort of a naval rum destination and a naval town and an aquatic town. And there are 3 different painkillers on
4.
Four on the menu. 4 different painkillers on the menu. And you say, what's the difference? And the waitress will say, how much pain are you in? Which is hilarious. I love that.
I need the orgeat.
So
What did you do with the orgeat?
it's right there, square bottle. It says orgeat. It's kind of low.
That's not it.
It's a very clear fluid.
Got it.
So anyway.
Okay, so that was a dash of curacao, and it also calls for a dash of orgeat. Okay.
If y'all
Hi,
out
Jeremy.
there, y'all out there in audience land are wondering about the my mechanical hand here, I'm just building a fighting force of incredible magnitude.
Jeremy's asking when is the start of daiquiri season? This evening. I'm doing a daiquiri variation.
There we
So, hi, John.
Take your middle part.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're up to.
I'll take that back. I take it back.
Oh, I need a dash of the syrup
Oh, true. Yeah.
and the juice of 1 lime.
Simpleton syrup.
Okay, well, I'm going to do the juice of a lime while he blocks the fridge.
I will do that. Yes.
I'm going to call that the juice of 1 lime.
What we have here is simple, but it's actually gum syrup. It's literally gum syrup. I made it. I gotta tell you, you buy the gum Arabic and it comes in these old chunks, and you try to melt it down in the pan, and what a pain in the posterior. Find the powder if you can, or just buy it pre-made. Someone else
Okay.
be the hassle. I decided to actually try it the hard method and say, how did they do it back in the day? They had somebody doing it for them. That's how they did it.
A dash
Anyway.
of simple syrup. Thank you.
A dash.
Oh, I could use a spray now,
Yes, I bet you
if you
can.
don't mind. It's right there.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Spray.
All right. So that was 2 ounces of dark rum, 1 ounce light rum, a dash of curacao, a dash of orgeat, a dash of, they say rock candy syrup. You could do simple syrup. And, oh, John says we went dark. Did we go dark for anyone else?
We
Hi,
did.
Julie. Aloha.
Are we still out there? Hello? Hello? Anybody? Anybody,
Can you see us?
anybody besides John who can't see us?
Oh, no.
Maybe not. Maybe you're... John, are you okay?
Oh, Lisa, Family Matters. Oh, I feel
Oh, man.
you.
Oh, Dean
hi,
gets the
Dean.
movie.
Oh yeah, you did get it. Okay. All right. Okay, still there. Thank you. Hi,
Yes,
Errol.
okay. John, restart. Clearly something's going on with your
Okay.
system.
All right. So all those things.
All those thingies.
Shake with ice.
I like it.
And I'm just going to pour it straight into my
dump it right in.
mug. Yes.
Yes, you have your
We don't.
suffering bastard mug. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
There. Okay. I did. I
could
actually brought over a
strain-
suffering bastard mug for the
I
occasion.
could strain, but why?
Yeah, let's add a little bit more ice.
Oh, no, good.
It's broiling out here. Ah, you
It
can
will melt soon
probably
enough.
tell from the sweat. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be sweating under this band soon enough. Yes.
Oh, John says it's okay now. You know.
Okay, all right, so in and out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour.
Yeah, pour.
And then when it gets too full, I will start straining.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? It was made for this size of mug.
Hello.
I'll
it's
be
It's a small
darned.
mug.
Okay.
How about that?
And then they want you to top
They?
it
Who are
with
they?
Trader Vic.
Oh.
With your spent lime shell.
Spent shell.
And a
straw.
straw.
Has some straws. So,
And let's
And-
decorate it.
decor.
I feel like I should use a Trader Vic swizzle stick.
Question about the Easter for everybody. Some celebrate, some don't.
Yes.
We happen to have
had
we get our dinner
lovely
because we earned the dinner from the
lasagna.
supermarket, and I'm not going to neglect picking up the turkey or ham or lasagna or tofurkey. So I was like, yeah, we picked up the lasagna this time. You know what? That worked out really well. It's just the two of us for Easter. People don't come over. So if we had like this big leg of pork or a whole turkey, it's like we'd have food for 2 months, and that just becomes a storage problem. So I will not bulk at the turkey. It happens around the Thanksgiving thing. Although this coming Thanksgiving, I think we're going to work a little differently. There was one Easter a few years ago where we just happened to have a piece of mutton on hand, and I said, that sounds like Easter dinner to me, and we made that. That was awesome. I would do it again. It's very hard to find mutton. Now, since the question was posed by a professional chef, Dime, where can I source mutton outside of the one place that I know where I can source mutton, which happens to be Keen's, where I get it, and probably will get it this Friday. But if I'm looking for just like a market which will like ship it to me, or better yet, something in the Hudson Valley, I just go and pick it up. Where can I get mutton? It's really, really impossible to find these days.
Jeremy's asking, did we ever do an official VL Tiki mug? We've had some made,
We've had some.
but they didn't say Velveteen Lounge on them, so we need to do that.
It was
still.
a generalized
I'm gonna
mold from the
I'm gonna go
manufacturer.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the little parasols don't fit on here. So, yeah.
That's right. Seen the big parasol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. No, saw that, didn't you? Yoink. So, yeah, it was a general. It wasn't a generic, really. It was just a general mold from the manufacturer. It's cool. It's a huge mug. It would really hold like almost a bowl worth. And I've seen it in different colors for different functions. Ours was, of course, VL blue. And there was a very limited edition on that. And the manufacturer, I think, is probably not making those anymore. So that one, if you haven't get one back in the day, is probably a thing. But it doesn't say VL.
Oh.
We'd always thought that it really should just have like the character on it and stuff like that. And we had the pint glass, which is my favorite thing we ever made. It was absolutely beautiful wrap around. The cocktail style size glasses, which we have had people say this is the perfect cocktail size glass. It's a 5-ounce glass. Absolutely great. We still have the Glendora wine glass. If people are interested in merchandise, we do have those. If you're going to see us, that's your best bet, because shipping's what it is. It's glass. It's heavy, I know. And you really have to pack it within an inch of its life, because if you don't, they're going to learn to do the tango on that package. Yeah. So you'd better do it, and we do. If it comes out of this house, that you could put a bullet in it, and that glass is going to be like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully not. Yeah, seriously. But anyway.
Eric, I'm sorry you're having a time.
Oh man. Oh, I hear that, sir.
I have to say I'm enjoying this drink though.
Follow the formula for a suffering bastard, and I think you will suffer a little less. And
Hi, Robbie.
good,
Thank you.
good fortune on you, sir, because nobody needs this kind of veggie top. So, hey, cool. Yeah. Hi, Robbie. Yeah.
So, do we have any Indian grocery stores? We do. We do, actually.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We have an excellent Indian grocery store. It's a hole in the wall, but boy, they crammed with product. That's where I got the gum Arabic.
Yeah.
And it was like $2 for a little package. Just little chunks. Looks like rosin.
When will Paul produce his own line of straw hats? You should.
I need to do like a co-brand with, it's Bajali who makes this hat, and say like, hey, it's the Captain Q hat, and boom. It's the second one of these I've had. It's not exactly the same hat I had originally, which I regretted, but it's a great hat. It fits just like a glove.
So that's fairly new.
This is, we probably 2020 or 21 picked this up.
Yeah, I think that's fairly recent.
The prior one was circa 2013, so it was definitely pushing 10 years at the time, and I have really put that thing through the ringer. It started actually showing its age. It starts to crack right at the rim there.
Right.
So you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, because the old one was starting to crack.
Or just don't beat up your hat.
You need a new hat.
You need a new hat. I also tend to wear a certain amount of ammunition on the hat, so that probably doesn't help the wear and tear on the whole thing. And you wear this to events all day long, and it's just like sweatband, and that's going to start wearing out your straw.
His winter hat is starting to fade.
Yeah, because it sits in the sun.
Yeah.
And I wear it in the sun, and hey, so there you go. Yeah, man.
What can you do?
Oh, try them from what? Okay. Because I know like the local Indian restaurant.
Oh, interesting, Dime. Thank you.
Good point.
Flair, yes.
Local Indian restaurant.
You got a lot of flair. You got a lot of pieces of flair on there.
Don't I have like 13 pieces?
15.
15 pieces?
15's the minimum.
Yeah, if you want. I think I have more than 15 pieces.
Oh, Julie, thank you.
Yeah.
Julie said she loved a VLK and a Glendora pen.
Oh,
okay.
All
right.
Like sort of like
I love it.
like a metal enamel pen.
Glendora would like
I'm-
to be on a pen.
Like I'm wearing up there. Those are not difficult to manufacture.
No, they're not.
They're not. I mean, I'm not going to make them, but I mean, the manufacturers have those at very attractive prices. So
Errol
I
says,
would wear
I was
one.
pretty bummed out when I found out I have to go to Houston Friday morning. Then elated when I found out I'm coming back that evening.
Hello.
I love it.
Going back to Houston.
Our first
Houston,
broadcast with the new bar.
Houston.
I was talking about the new bar.
Oh, like the
but
hard shell
the
finish.
new Formica. I'm loving it.
Because the actual bar itself is made out of, I think it's what, 1x3s is the actual uprights on this thing, and the base of this, you can't see this, but it's a sort of boomerang shape of this bar.
Yeah.
It was based on a pattern that we found in that book Pad years ago. That was based around standard preform lumber. It was like you took these two pieces and just put some shelves on it, and you had a bar. And we thought, well, it's cool. But suppose that bar was boomerang shaped. So I thought, well, so I just got some MDF and carved it into the right size. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Put it at the right levels. Bolted it together. It weighs half a ton, and it holds everything. It's great.
Doesn't
Wonderful.
really weigh half a ton.
No, it don't weigh half a
Hi,
ton. But
Gettysburg, ma'am.
it's been great the whole time. The problem is that MDF, of course, it will absorb water like mad. So over time, it really started looking terrible. So when we went to put the Formica on top, we realized it's not a smooth surface, and I'm not going to plane it down. So we literally flipped the surface over, bolted it back down.
Well, I was trying to plane it, and it was just taking forever.
If you've never done this Formica kind of stuff, what you do is you get this like glue, which stinks to high heaven. Do it in the summer, seriously. You put it on, it's contact cement. You put it on the other side, you just slap it down, bang, 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 bang. And then you got to get the router and router on the edges, and it makes a bloody mess.
I got to read Lisa's
terrible.
comment. Sorry,
yes,
I got to
please.
get
Yeah.
in here. Lisa says, I went to a restaurant that served Suffering Bastard, and the bartender wouldn't serve it to me when he looked at me. He said, maybe you should pick something different. What?
Let's see. Now, I'm thinking of like, is that a local restaurant? Is this just sort of like residue of like living in the OK there, the OKC?
Well, but if it's on the menu.
Yeah, if it's on the menu, it's on the menu.
Okay, so this just reminds me of when we've been in Mexico, and I would see something really hot and spicy on the menu, and they would be like, no. And I'm like, yes, I want it. Bring
I'd
it.
like this.
And then I bring it, and then they bring it, and they're just like waiting for me to send it back. And I'm like, loving it. They're like, oh, you like it? Yeah, that's why I ordered it.
Well, I ordered it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I guess just because my sister ordered something in Mexico one time, and they're like, oh, Americans don't like that.
He's like, Are you sure about that?
She ended up getting it and enjoying it. Like Americans don't like.
Are you sure about that, Jose? I'm just going to ask that question one more time. Let's see. Anyway, I need a mug for things. You have a nice mug.
Oh no.
Mug.
Errol says a guy I used to work for had a straw hat. He left it on the combine header reel, then forgot about it.
Whoa!
He ran it through the combine a second time, didn't stand up well. No, I don't imagine it would.
I gotta imagine it was in pretty sorry shape after the first time through the old combine.
Oh,
Ow!
Julie says I call that being little lady.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Pat, 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 pat. Yeah. A little condescending.
Oh, I don't take that well.
No.
Oh, Jeremy still has his VLK swizzle stick.
Because this one over here will take it like a Marine, I'm telling you.
Oh,
yeah.
well.
Bingo.
We'll
Excellent.
see.
Good that those VL swizzle sticks are in very short supply
I'm going to be
these days.
done with this
Hard to find in the wild.
3 ounce,
Drink in no
3
time.
rum ounce
I better get on
drink
with it.
before you even make something.
All right. So anyway, do we both like spicy? Absolutely. In fact, hold on your hats. Let's have some fun.
Oh,
We,
uh-oh.
for the last time this season, are going to make a grog. Now, I need a 3/4
Oh,
measure,
Eric's
which is
asking,
this
how's
baby.
your head?
Oh, it's actually much better, thank you.
And then he
it
injured
was-
his foot.
It was over this. Yeah, this is the hilarious thing. I'm repairing that exact lamp, which is right there. I'm pointing to it, and realized the problem.
can't see it,
The
it's
problem with the
hidden.
lamp was the socket. The socket had was supposed to take 20 gauge wire that goes through, and it goes right into it, and then you have 2 contacts, and the bare end of the wire is so close together that every single time you fire that lamp up, spark, 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 and eventually it kind of wore away at the copper, and it was threadbare. It dropped. By the time I was ready to drop, it dropped on, of course, the guy who was down there on the switch on the floor. So there you go. So like that got better. I admitted the urgent care actually were very good. They did the. I had a CAT scan, first time ever. Like, let's put you through the CAT scan. Have you ever been through one? I'm like, no. It's time to check off the dance card. Did that, and they're like, oh no, internal bleeding and no fractures. I'm like, ace is high.
Yeah,
you know?
good.
I'm going to see that bill in a while and go, oh boy. But anyway, so did
Hi,
that.
Lisa.
And then just this past Sunday, I'm like determined, bound, gagged, and determined to get that thing hung up again. And I get it together. It works. I'm like, that's it. Hang it up. Go out there, and then I stumble, and I just bang this foot so hard. I'm like, oh, that hurt. And then later it hurts a lot more. Like I'm just limping around like mad. I'm like, oh, jeez. So there you go, injury. Like right now I'm good.
And then
I'm
he
kind
was
of like,
sick in between all of it.
yeah, I mean, oh, what the hell? End of the season, people. Time to make a drink. Gotta find a bottle.
Oh, Gettysburg Man's asking, what is that famous YouTube channel that tests ranges of hot sauces? Oh, I don't know.
That
But
sounds like fun. I've heard of such
there was a
things.
show on Netflix that was all about weird competitions, and they had one that was a pepper eating competition.
Oh, and they were talking
was-
about like the super fire, like
Yeah,
asshole fire.
the ones that are like
Peppers.
millions of Scoville
like
units.
way beyond any natural pepper. These things have been bred to be insane.
Time says that lamp must have a curse. Yeah, I think you're probably right there.
Well, it's hanging
Yeah,
now.
Jeremy
Good
said
for a
it
while.
too.
Good for a while. Listen, but yeah, that pepper thing. There was there was a gal who was just like toughing it out by pure determination and angst, and she made it pretty far. And then there was a guy who just had no esophagus, and he was just like chow, no nerves. He was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, I'm not so sure how that's gonna
Hi, Kathy.
do for you a little later in life, my friend. But have fun with that. Anyway, the man's an eating machine. It's like Joey Chestnut. That was a fun show, though. It's a really fun show. Let's see.
Most of the people were like
Listen.
crying and snot and turning red, and like you just thought they might have to go to the hospital.
You know, people who've been doing this competitively for
do you need?
years were just dying. I need a suitable grog mug that works. That's not huge or anything.
Not a double old fashioned.
I was going to, but you got a mug.
All right, well
It's a
here
mug.
I gotta go wash it, but
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Sure. All right. So we can do with that. And I gotta say, I would say don't drop things on your head, except that you're not going to. And this one I didn't. It dropped on me. And I suppose, word to the wise, I think that Errol can probably relate to this very well. If something is shorting out, take it out entirely and take a really close look as to what the hell's making it short out before you try to replace a bulb. I didn't do that. I just thought, well, did the bulb, is something wrong with the bulb? It's like, no, nothing's wrong with the bulb. Bulbs don't short out, they die. They burn out. They open up. Opposite of shorting. Anyway. So we're going to do the following. I need a shaker myself.
They're over there.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah.
Ah, very good. And this is also a sort of shaken pork kind of thing. Do we have seltzer back here?
Oh. Oh, jeez. No.
No. No. No. Anyway. How will this do? Will this do? Will this do? Oh, that'll do just fine. Sure. That'll do. Boom, boom, boom. Set that there. Start putting stuff in. Keep talking like this. Lotta.
What happened to it?
It might. I think we're out of the one in the fridge, so look for a new one. Anyway, we're going with. Oh, like, what's the deal with, like, the hot stuff? People are daredevils. We will eat a lot of hot stuff. In fact, we go through more hot sauce than milk, which is why we don't actually use, like, cow milk anymore. The nut milk lasts a lot longer, and we just don't use it that fast. It would go very bad on us. Whereas the hot sauce, I'm like, oh, I'm going through a bottle of that a week, maybe, Anyway, starting out with 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice, which is over here. Here. Oh, okay. I'll take the left one.
We're getting used to the tiki room again.
It's very crowded back here, and I can't put anything down. I suppose we could rejig the room so we can.
Oh, Lisa doesn't do hot and spicy.
Oh, I can hear you.
Paul versus drink, like man versus food. Oh, that's gonna be me tonight.
I cannot do Paul versus drink anymore. There was a period where I could withstand, and it's not like I was going anywhere. I'm not going to drink I'm going to drink and stay home. But these days, a couple rounds and I'm like, I'm done, going to sleep. I need grapefruit juice should be in front of me.
Don't tell me it's not here.
Thought about it.
Oh, did you put it in the fridge?
Let's see. No. Before you go, I got the honey mix. It's right in front of me.
Anything
Dark
else?
Jamaican, the Pussers, here's the club soda. I got the bitters. I got the cranberry juice. Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Anything else?
I think that's it. Anyway.
Grapefruit juice.
Grapefruit. Meantime,
Okay.
I'm going for.
Here's the cranberry.
I'll take the I'll take the honey mixes right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Put
go.
your drink out of harm's way.
I will. The umbrella keeps going in front of his eyes.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
Don't
That's
block the
better.
man.
All right.
Honey mix is what? Again, for all of you who haven't heard this on the show before, 1 part honey, 1 part water. You're just watering down the honey, so it flows. See? Goes right out of there. Tastes exactly the same. Perfectly fine. Cuts down on the sweetness a little. Not a bad thing when you're talking honey and drinks. This takes an ounce worth of this stuff. This is not quite an ounce.
Stuff.
This,
Take some of this
Some of
stuff.
that green stuff.
Some of that other stuff.
That's actually 3/4, so I'm going to give that a little bit more. Original formula called for guava. I don't have guava. I substituted sumi.
Oh, Lisa says time to expand the tiki room, right? We need a bigger fridge out here, apparently.
Yeah, Get all those Cokes out of the fridge and have all that room.
Aw, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, seriously, Laura.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do need a bigger tiki. We need a bigger everything. We want to do an addition and, soon, I hope.
Soon. Need some profitability of that kind of first. But we're working. 3/4 of the dark Jamaican.
We need
is
financial success, not just
right in
creative success.
front of me.
It's right here.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
You're able to reach these a lot more easily than I can.
Yeah.
And then 3/4 of the Pussers. Is that in front of me as well?
It's going to be in here.
It
I
was.
didn't pull it out, did you?
But I think it's actually over there now.
All right, I'll get it.
Okay. If you replace that, I'll put it right back here because there's no reason for it to be in front when it could actually be in front. There we go. Boom. Done. I will wrangle that now. Pussers, Navy rum. If you have a
First one of the season.
Speaking of Pussers, I was speaking of them minutes ago. If you have a different Navy rum you favor, there's the high proof stuff. You do you. This originally called for
Hi, Laura.
more rum, but it also called for Dagger Punch, which has been off the market for 65 years. So I'm not using it.
Oh, Laura, I can't do grapefruit either.
Bingo. 3/4 on the club soda. I'm going to leave that out for the second. I need 2 dashes of each kind of bitter. No, 2 dashes of the old-fashioned bitters. Mm-hmm. Which is...
It's there. I'll get it.
Damn it. Can't reach
I know.
anything. I tell you.
You know, we set up quickly. What can I say?
We probably should have set it up there, but we set up quickly. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
4 auditions.
I'm going to 4 auditions. Seriously. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, 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 hey.
I am not
Right
complaining.
here. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to give it a shake.
Oh, an interesting eating egg. Oh, thank you, Laura. I appreciate
You
that.
noticed I left out the seltzer.
And hi, David.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of fruitcakes. Oh, yes, David. Yes, hello. Oh, yeah, I miss grapefruit
Yeah,
too.
seriously.
Dime.
Okay.
Hi, Keith.
Pouring in. Oh, wow. That totally fills this.
So, I know, right?
Ah,
They-
I know.
They're kind of the perfect size.
Right?
There's a straw.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take some of that down.
Something I actually remembered to bring out.
Okay.
I'm going to take some of that down. Glug, glug, glug.
I needed to do a substantial draft of that because,
All right.
first of all, I need to add a topper of the soda here.
I'm going to bring my other shaker back here. Back here.
Okay, which is a good idea with a drink like this with a lot of different flavors going.
Ah!
Just holding on to you. I'll take
It's
that.
like Twister back here.
And it actually calls for a grog ice cone, which you should really have in a larger glass. I forgot to make an ice cone, but guess what? I've got Fuji too. I got Mount Fuji on the rock. So I'm going to actually use that.
Oh,
What the
okay.
heck? That'll work. I need to take this down a little bit more.
Take it down.
Yeah,
I need to
glass.
gulp it hard.
Glug, glug, glug. And here's my ice cone. And in we go.
It's not supposed to go the other way?
Nope.
If it's supposed to be a volcano.
I guess it's supposed to go the other way. Maybe we'll try to make that happen. Let's see.
No.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's
It
capsized.
looks like a weird hat.
Yeah, it does look like a weird hat. It's kind of strange. Now I
Isn't
can't
there
get my
one
straw
you
in.
can do like the straw through the cone?
Oh, well, yeah, there's the grog cone.
Yeah.
But I can't do that with this. There's no hole.
No, but I mean, isn't there one that has a
Yeah.
straw hole through the?
The grog. The Navy grog cone.
Don't we
the grog
have?
ice cone.
Don't we have that?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Should have asked.
Not going to make it right now.
Play Twister. Hi, Joe. Good to
Woo.
see you.
Pardon me. All right.
Jungle juice in a tall glass, please. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
don't forget the umbrella.
I'll take the J juice. Jungle juice, of course, is a notorious substance, which is certainly circa WW2. But
Right.
I bet that was a popular term of use around the Philippines occupation
Jimmy Buffett lived
in
on
the
sponge
1890s.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So, not too
All right,
surprised.
wow.
Rum was happening then, yes.
Carradine, who I don't know if Carradine's here this evening, but she posted a suggestion on Patreon for coconut recipes.
Ah,
And she put up a link, and I made the coconut candy that she put up the link for.
there we go.
So the one
Guess
in
what?
the picture on the website that she put up was pink, but I did blue.
Made it blue.
So
Okay. Okay. And this is very squishy, so very carefully.
we'll see.
Very sweet.
Oh, good.
Good. Yeah. What
It's
do you like?
really easy.
Question about jungle juice. Is that like bug juice? Probably. Now, when I was in the old Boy Scouts,
Sticky.
bug juice
Hi, Amy.
was the powdered stuff that they put in the big container and you drank it. And it was, whatever
Sticky.
industrial high C or whatever they were firming. It was just like sugar and artificial flavor. And I don't doubt that similar things were served to people in the South Pacific back in the day. And they probably also called that bug juice. But simple fact is if you took anything sugary in the tropics and just let it sit around for a while, and that was the jungle juice, was you actually
boy.
had some juice. You got a coconut, you popped it out, you emptied it out, you put the juice inside, and you put something.
Early tang.
You put a cork in the hole, and you would let it sit around for a week or so. When the bung blew out, it's like time for jungle juice. Makes
Oh,
itself.
right. That's sort of like, well, no, not exactly. Never mind.
The blue thing we just sampled is
That was coconut
the
candy.
coconut candy. It was
That
very good.
Kitsch-en posted on Patreon,
okay.
which I should just find the link and share it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that 3 ounces of rum disappeared really quickly. I'm a little alarmed.
The problem with a mug of that size is it didn't really have sufficient ice to dilute all that. So you want to have a water for a while.
Oh, thank
Because
you,
boy,
Eric. This is actually a suffering bastard mug.
Suffering Master mug.
That's what they call this style of mug.
That's the style. This is
So-
actually available from Dynasty Wholesale,
Yes.
and it is DW228. So you can actually find that on their site, and you can buy them.
And the funny
From
thing
Dynasty.
is, usually on the bottom of
Probably
them
have to
they
buy
say
a good
made.
dozen anyway.
They say made in China. This one says made in China.
And it says it right on his Heine. So there you go.
Put it inside.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Keep it safe.
Now I'm a little sticky from the coconut candy, which is very sweet and very good.
That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna find the link and share it.
Oh, Amy's sending us something in the mail. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Hey, now who's going out on us?
What?
Oh, light just went out. It's above my head. Hey,
Hey.
hey. Hey,
Oh,
punk.
it's still on. It's just dim.
Doing a broadcast here. Hello? I swear. Suddenly it goes, things grow dim around
Tiki
the
Tiki
lounge.
Room's a harsh mistress.
Okay, get around you. If I have to go find a bulb.
Are you gonna go change that? It's green. Yeah, it's still on. It's just dim. I'm gonna share the link for the coconut candy.
Never a dull moment, folks. I'll bust some things out of here.
I know. Oh, I know. I gotta find it. Here we go. All right, so I will say, if you make this recipe, it's super easy. The only thing I did was I ended up adding more. Hi, Phil. I ended up adding down to mood lighting. There's a lot of mood lighting in this room. I ended up adding more sugar and more coconut. It seemed a little. It's back.
It is?
It's back. The light's back on. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just have a ghost or something.
Go to the machine.
Okay, yeah, so I just dropped it. Yeah, I ended up adding probably another half cup of sugar and probably another half cup of coconut. It seemed a little loose without it.
Anyway.
Oh, Amy, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Well, we're back to slightly less black
lighting.
light poster lighting, which is nice. You can still see I've got my little Mount Fuji poking out over the top here. I think that there was a big, what shall I say, not error per se, but something was missing in the plans of Mount Fuji. There should have been a hole through the center of this. That would have been just the pièce de résistance.
Could have sworn.
Oh, the
Well,
item,
the
I'm telling
Navy
you.
Grog one does have a hole, right?
And this is nothing more than a miniature
Hi,
Navy
Ken.
grog cone, so what the hell?
Oh.
Yo.
Oh, jeez. Why is Steve Jobs vexing me
Yeah,
from the
the
grave?
current CEO is vexing you from
I'm
Seattle.
sure you're not the first person who's asked that, Ken.
Yeah, but definitely. Seriously, definitely. If you're thinking
Yeah,
to
it's
yourself,
weird. It came back on.
no, I don't know. Ghost in the machine. If you're thinking to
Who
yourself,
knows?
I'd like to make one of those grog cones, but I don't have the special mold. Get a Pilsner glass, crushed ice, pack the glass with crushed ice, take a
Oh.
chopstick and poke it through the center so that you have a sort of hole. Leave the chopstick, freeze the damn thing, and then pop it out. Then like defrost it for a second and pop out the cone. You should have a perfect cone. Should hang together, and you'll have the hole in the middle. And if you need to like take another chopstick and kind of like make sure that everything goes through, there you go. That's how they did it back in the day. Pilsner glass. I think they would make them and then they'd get them cold enough to pop and then just freeze the whole lot and just make huge quantities of these at Don Beach. So
What
that they
did
have
I
'em on
do
hand.
with my other
Wow.
shaker? Here it is.
Now these days you can also quite easily go and get the kit that comes from Jeff Berry. Beach Bum actually does make something which is a metal cone. You pack that. It's got the like, center piece. It's got the bit that goes through the center. And there you go. And when you're done, you sew your straw through.
Oh, Lisa doesn't have this suffering bastard yet. We got both of ours at Otto's Shrunken Head
As a
in
matter
New
of
York
fact.
City, where
Yes.
when you order a drink in a tiki mug, you leave a deposit for the mug, and if you want to give the mug back at the end of the night,
Then you
great,
get your
you
deposit
get your
back.
money back.
Yep.
And if you just want to keep the mug, you can do that too.
That is, you get your money back for the mug, not for the drink that you drank.
Oh, Lisa's phone crashed yesterday. Our phones
Oh.
are so old.
Oh, I know. They're cranky. They're not dead yet. I think they're well past the point where we could actually trade in for some value. So whatever.
Yeah, they are. I tried. And they're like,
mean-
oh no, your phone has no value.
Our second laptop is too, but it was also upgraded last year, and it's probably good for another 10 years. So
Gettysburg Mabs, I had a suffering bastard once, left him after 4
Ah.
years. It's like what Dime said about his second marriage.
I gotta tell you.
Oh no.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh man. Okay. Jeremy asked about daiquiri season.
Oh,
So
Deckety.
I came up with another one that I haven't tried yet. What did you do with the
What do you need?
dark
Dark
Jamaican.
Jamaican. Dark Jamaican is right here.
rum?
Dark Jamaican? No, that's not the dark Jamaican.
That's dark Jamaican. Oh, that's right there.
That's a totally full one. This is the one we gotta use. That is same
Yeah.
bottle, wrong the one.
Okay, so
But definitely,
this
yep.
is a daiquiri variation that I'm calling
Variants.
daiquiri of mystery.
Mystery. In the moonlight.
And you have to say it like that.
Daiquiri.
Mystery.
Oh, mystery. Yeah.
2
will.
ounces
In fact, say that.
dark Jamaican rum. Glad I had dinner.
Oh, yeah.
All this booze.
Oh.
All this booze. All right,
Oh, we never do that on the show.
thank you. And I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of the Le Verger
Le Verger.
French terroir liqueur.
Good stuff.
Now, I would
This is-
pronounce it Le Verger,
Le Verger.
but people online call it Verger, and far be it from me to question the internet.
Question their French accent, you know. Probably people who are not actually
All right.
French are saying such things, but we'll see what's what. An Armagnac base, which is really unique.
Yes.
It's good. Very fresh fruit flavor to that. Great mixer. Reminds me quite a bit of, what's that other stuff we got? Rockies.
Oh yeah, yep,
Which
yep.
is like a very sort of a fruit infusion that mixes well with anything. Really, really excellent.
1/2 ounce fresh lime juice, and then I'm going to do
Deckety.
3 dashes of
Oh,
orange
misty.
bitters. All right, you can go back.
Okay, that's a good place to be.
I got it.
Okay, I've got, you mix, I'll get it.
Ah!
I got it.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, decorative.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, John.
I just got Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, but definitely
Laverne and Shirley.
beats mystery meat. Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of your jungle juice and the mystery meat, SOS.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am, so will you go back? I want to see your comment.
Coconut candy. Hello. Oh yeah, check that out. You're gonna love that.
Yeah, John, I think you'll love this.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
will, it's easy enough, and I bet you could vary this up in 4 seconds. But deaf. So trying to get it. Hey, stop that. Okay. Oh yeah. Too true.
you
Too
go.
true. Too true. Going down. Going down. Going down. La 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 la. Oh
The
man.
candy recipe reminds me of the vintage
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan candy. Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah. And what was that stuff? Divinity.
John's back. Hello.
There was that Divinity candy, which was really just like a vanilla fudge with
Yes.
candied fruit, and I
Yep.
think considered very classy back in the day. But I can't imagine kids going for that. All the
Oh, I
candied fruit.
remember making it. It was the recipe was in a kid's cookbook. Yep. I think what was supposed to be easy, it wasn't, but shape of ice. Did you do any peels or just the shells?
Just a chill.
All right. No worries.
It's okay. You did them on lime peels, but if I'd done lemons, I
did
would have
not.
done lemon peels. Amy loves a nice daiquiri. Two at the most.
This should be a nice daiquiri.
She can
all right,
she
let's
can
see.
complete that sentence according to her own specifications.
These are fairly clean, right?
So
We've used these recently.
we have used those
All
recently,
right.
and they are fairly
Strain
clean.
into a cocktail glass.
There we go.
I can use a parasol.
So there we go. Bebop J says hello. Hey, J.
Hey.
There we go.
All right.
And let's see. Oh, how many ways can you tune into the lounge? Right now, 2. Facebook and YouTube. We're going live to both platforms from StreamYard. We are seeing all of your comments in one, so I can't tell where they're coming from until
we
I
can, and-
take a look carefully, and
Yeah,
I'll
we
say,
have to-
okay, mostly got
yeah, we have to
a
look
lot of
at the-
YouTube people happening.
Yeah, we have
Amy's
to look
on
at
Facebook. Jeremy's on Facebook.
I have to
Astronaut
look at
Ice
the
Cream.
little,
Oh, yeah.
thingy. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
but yeah.
Pardon me.
So,
Let's give it a parasol.
anyway. Hey, is Bebop J who I think it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. No, Facebook wasn't working for him.
Oh, you changed it because I was like, I saw you. What happened? Oh.
So many times in my life,
you had to
Facebook
sod
doesn't
off.
work for me, so I feel you.
Look, every once in a
All right,
while in
let's
life,
see.
you got to sod off. And then you come back. There you go.
Of mystery.
Well, think about this grog. I make these differently with a lot more spice. There was the question about
Ooh, I love
spiciness.
this.
I would have used a spiced rum, like a nice spiced rum. And I throw in stuff with a lot of spicy flavor, like pimento, for this sort of thing. So I was trying the Don Beach because, hey, Don Beach, he knows what he's doing. And it's like, I would still make that differently. But he's close. Oh, yeah. The dark, dark rum daiquiri is a really nice thing. Hello. I stowed. Did I stow? We have paper
I'm
towels.
going to hang out in time.
Paper
Oh,
towels around here somewhere. What happened to the paper towels?
they're here.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
Actually, if you spray one, I could use it to wipe this
That's what I
glass.
was thinking. What
I don't want to get the top of my bar dirty.
happened to the spray?
Oh, here it is.
There we go. I tell you, totally disorganized today. I am. Anyway.
We need that addition.
What I thought I wanted to do was the following. And then we could do from the audition, or maybe we just bust a lot of stuff for the audition, and then we have room in
Thank
here.
you.
There we go. We have all.
So if
we're
anyone
ready
has
to outfit this
$60,000 lying around,
sucker. Well, probably.
Just saying.
Yeah, at least that kind of thing. We
Anyway.
actually had we refinanced the house to pay for such things and realized we were quite a bit short. We made a movie instead.
can't help but hear that Frank's name and Robert Stack's voice. Daiquiri, Doc. Oh, that's so funny because we can because we have a friend named Zach. No, he's Zachary Daiquiri Doc. We used to say
We called him. We made a drink from called the
Daiquiri Zitto.
Daiquiri Zitto. His last name is Zitto, so it was the Daiquiri Zitto, and he kept calling it the Zachary Daiquiri. And we kept saying it's the Daiquiri Zitto. And you made a picture of it, which had like the drink with like a shrunken head on a pike in the drink, which was his head. It was hilarious. It's just great. And he's all into horror pictures, so he was all over that. It's kind of awesome.
Ooh, Amy says, I'm having pimento cheese and crackers for dinner. Amy's just living her best life.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, my God.
That sounds great. Can we join you?
The Dirty Bar is a sign of a great party. These are all great parties, Lisa.
I just like I like being able to say the name of this drink via like the mystery shows.
I got to read.
And on July 4th, they put 2 ounces of dark rum in it and made the Daiquiri of Mystery.
I got to read Ken's little ditty. Daiquiri, Doc. The mouse ran up the clock. The ice machine broke down at Irish whiskey.
Beautiful.
Oh my
That's
God.
That's even better than one daiquiri, two at the most. I'm telling you these things. I'm still enjoying the grog. It does go on for a while. I'm thinking I probably would use a different mug next time because the capacity for ice in this thing is a little low. This is great. This is the Leilani mug.
Yes.
But it originally called for like a DOF kind of thing, and you can put a ton of crushed ice in there, which is a good idea. Because it dilutes. It dilutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, these all sound so good. These dips and spreads all sound so good.
Okay, so
Laura's asking, what good tea drink using vanilla vodka and pineapple? What would help it not be too sweet? Lemon juice.
Yeah, just like that.
Lemon
or lime.
juice.
Lemon or lime.
Yeah,
I'll take that
yeah.
right
But
down.
I think lemon with what you're working.
If the vanilla vodka is a flavored vodka, like we added flavor to the vodka, so I've just got like sort of an essence in there, it's not going to be particularly sweet. But most of them add some sweetener. So try first and say, where is that going? Because that's going to completely tank you up to like half an ounce worth of sweetness. And then you add your pineapple, and that's a lot more sweetness. So then counteract that with the sour, and then add some bitters, and that'll take that edge off as well. You could also add like just a dash of Campari, which is really just a very large bottle of bitters. Also adds that,
I think
that
lemon.
nice red color.
I think lemon.
But start with the sour.
These are delicate flavors.
Start with the sour and take that edge off. Give it a really good stir, or just
Maybe
shake and pour.
Maybe a little orange bitters, but I think
That's a good
definitely
idea.
the lemon juice.
But definitely lemon, and that will do the job. So
So-
give that a try.
Lisa says, I don't know, but is the tiki bar in your house the front part? It's the front.
Mm-hmm.
This is our front porch.
Our front porch. We have certainly as heck served drinks in the rear part of the house, which is where the grill lives, which is where the patio lives, which is where the little blue umbrella and those fun string chairs live. The little blue. And we had a little, like, the grilling room has all the utensils and etc. And it's kind of fun.
Campari, it's not bitters. It's an Amaro.
No, Campari is an Amaro. Yeah.
It's an Amaro, which is very bitter. But
it's
but you can just
actually-
sip it on its own,
You
even
would
if you like that.
You wouldn't take it straight. It's got a heavy dose of
I
quinine.
like it straight.
It's got a heavy dose of quinine, although
like
it's
it
very
straight.
sweet. So if you take it straight, you're like, whoa, you know. But usually what Italians will do is take a shot in a seltzer. And that dilutes it to the point where it's like, oh, I'm getting a bitter hit, much like a G&T. I'm getting some sweetness, much like a Collins. Put a straw in it, put a slice of lemon, boom, done.
I'll do it
slice
straight.
of orange. Some people are like that. So, but yeah, it's
People like
basically
me.
it's basically what there used to be, like, really tall bottles of bitters that were stomach bitters, and that's where these Amari are coming
Oh
from.
my gosh, Dime!
Yeah.
Congratulations! Dime says my daughter told me on Easter that I'm going to be a grandpa, and it's a girl. Oh, congratulations!
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yo, baby, check it out.
He says, I can't help but feel like you guys are making up some of these names.
We try.
Which ones?
Yeah, just asking. You tell me which ones we're making up. So, we made up the next one. No, we did not make up the next one that I'm about to make. But I'll actually finish this guy off in a hot minute.
Sorry, I just if
Or
this
I'll
is
finish it off in
entertaining,
a
I'll
hot
share
second.
it. But oh boy, wait, what? Never mind.
Okay, no, not.
No, not
Nope.
for that price.
Well, okay, she took a look at what it was paying and said,
I was looking at a
cat.
casting, and it was like, oh, what it was paying. I'm like, nope, not for that price.
Maybe if it's close and somebody you know is doing the project.
If it was someone I knew, I would do it.
Yeah, but otherwise, no. There's the thing, I've heard when we did background
We want
work,
you to work your ass off for no money.
when we
Oh
did,
wait, sorry, outside
yeah,
voice.
Yeah, we go.
Butt off.
When we did background work just a few years ago, the both of us, and it was, we both worked on a film called The Man Who Saved Pinball. Pinball, Man Saved the Game. Available now through your better online purveyors. I recommend checking it out. It's a really charming picture, and I thought the leads were very good.
It was the nudity
And the
tasteful.
story actually, the story works. It's a real story that deals with, you know, people having difficulties in relationships and with some really bizarre laws in New York City, and how these things turn around. It's kind of fun. So anyway, we both did
Jeremy,
that.
worse than that. They wanted me to do 2 roles for like an insulting amount of money. Like, you play both roles, and well, we have all these specifications, and
Ow.
we're going to pay you this. It's like, how about if I just
about out?
say pass?
But we met up with all of the background actors from the Hudson Valley, and they were suddenly of the opinion that, like, so much work was happening here that they're like, yeah, I don't go to Brooklyn anymore. It's too much hassle. And I'm like, for what they pay you for background? No, you wouldn't. You would go to Newburgh. You would go to Kingston. You would go to New Paltz.
Although,
You'd go to Port Jervis even. You know, where are they shooting?
Ooh.
They're shooting. So they're shooting. They're shooting.
Errol, I love that. Errol says, I worked in Monza, Italy for a
Monza.
week. The Italians would have a beer and wine at lunch, then chase it with a cappuccino on the way out.
Mm.
I love that. I do that. Like, when we go out, I'll have a cocktail, I'll have wine with my meal, and then I want a coffee after.
Give me the coffee. What is?
Oh, Lisa, this is Trader Vic's. So I don't know if they
yeah.
still have them, but
Take a look.
they tend to have them off and on. But
They-
it's on the
they
Trader
should.
Vic's website.
Because we also have these babies of the martini glasses.
Can't get these except
And
on
these
eBay.
are long gone, but you can usually find them up on your online purveyors.
for a lot of money.
For a lot of money. A lot of money. Sometimes you'll find one that might be at an attractive price because obviously what happened, one broke. Yeah. One of ours broke and I glued it back together. I think it's this one.
He did a pretty good job,
Can you
actually.
tell?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
about that.
I can tell if I look closely,
I was
but if I
so
don't look
incensed
closely,
when that broke that I said, I'm gluing this
yeah,
back together.
for that money.
It was just such a stupid accident. And I've had stupid accidents in this room, like lamps falling on my head. Ha. But
You've
yeah,
had stupid accidents in this room.
I got a
in the past week.
pretty hard skull. I could probably
Don't-
take a few bangs.
Don't tempt fate, please.
But, you know, when the glassware hits the deck, 10 pieces. No fun. No good. But that glass didn't actually die when it hit the deck. The ceramic did. So that was glueable. I got some really good cement. That's sort of like an all-purpose cement. I forget the name of it. And it does not matter. But something that'll do glass, something that'll do ceramics, bang, bang. And it worked
I'm
just
sure
great.
we still
Worked
have
just
it.
great. Hanging out just fine.
What's a smart accident? Are the glasses called Tiki or Totem? You know, let me see. I don't know if they have them right now, but
Yep. Check it out.
I'll take a look.
Gotta think about my next drink.
You know what your next drink is.
Oh, true. I just need to find the correct glassware, which we have right here.
Flat rate shipping up to 40 pounds.
Really?
Trader Vic's is having flat rate shipping, you guys.
Quite a
So
bunch
if
of
you
stuff
want
now.
to order something, get the flat rate shipping. All right, tiki mugs. This really isn't a tiki mug, but
You.
oh, bartending and glassware. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they have a hot pink seahorse.
Hello.
Oh, they do have them. They do. Okay, it's
They've got
tiki stem cocktail glass.
And they also have the tiki,
Tiki-
stem wine glass, which looks a lot like the
And a
Glendora.
coupe.
But they got a coupe. Oh man, it's unusual to have a coupe. I love a coupe. Two at the most.
Yeah, tiki stem cocktail glass.
Very cool.
I'm gonna need some of those tiki stem coupes.
You don't say. And the price is
Yeah.
right. The price
And they're
isn't the same at all.
having flat rate shipping.
Their wine glass is exactly the same
Ah,
shape as
yes.
the Glendora
Cheers,
wine
Lisa.
glass. So hello. There we go. Anyway,
Penicillin.
so the penicillin.
I like
we
happy
actually-
accidents.
we've,
I like happy accidents too.
Oh, I tell you, good accidents. Yeah, the question, are there any smart accidents? I'm going to reserve judgment
I like a
on
happy
that question.
accident. Smart accident sounds like something Bob Ross would do.
It's a smart little accident. Yeah, seriously.
Oh,
Some happy
all right,
little
done with
trees.
that.
How about some happy little ceramic mugs and
Happy
some
little-
happy little umbrellas
Happy
and
little
some
trees.
happy little cherries and happy little slices of pineapple. And how about some happy little rum to go in there, Apparently,
I'm having some happy little rum
there
right
are
now.
there are like jail situations where you got people who won't calm down, and they start showing them these guys these guys who have been thrown in the pokey, who are like trying to like sleep off that drunk. They start showing them Bob Ross videos, and they just like completely mellow out. And I think the man is having an effect on society from beyond the grave.
John says, my grandpa
That's
wore a
just
coupe
genius.
for a while.
I tell you. Well, anyway, the next thing we're going to do is build in glass. No shaking
Do
required.
it.
I love it. So we have plenty of ice. Well, I have enough ice anyway. Might need to get more ice.
I'm feeling. Do you know how much we have left in there of the bubbles?
Topper. You could chop that sucker and it
We
would
have
be
some
really
bubbly
good.
in the other room. And there's not enough here to chopper though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No,
Maybe I want to make another
Maybe
thing
a-
and chopper it.
maybe a cider thingy or a
We got cider thingies.
I don't know
Yeah. We do
tropical
cider- we
beer
do cider
thingy.
thingies. Tropical beer.
Tropical beer thingy.
We've had a beer that was pineapple flavored. That was very good. And we've had a couple of pineapple ciders.
We have a pineapple cider
that
in
were
there.
very good. So we have one in the back of me that's very nice.
Yeah. Hi, Johnny.
Mhm.
Oh, and Daniel. Hi.
Oh yeah, too true. Oh yeah, David. Like
That's okay. You're right on time.
back in the 80s,
Divine
I'd
timing.
watched Bob Ross, and he was just like, "Oh, we're just doing this and this," and it was just like, "What the hell happened there?" It was crazy, crazy good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah.
All right, I need
Oh,
to.
no.
I need to construct.
Gettysburg Ma'am says I saw a bad toupee earlier this week.
Oh,
No.
I gotta
You know,
tell
I've been noticing them on 70s and 80s TV, which I watch a shocking amount of. And some of those toupees, I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, you get away with that?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it's enough that you got all these guys in business suits who have the hair over the ears and they just look kind of messy. It's just not a great hairstyle. It was in style at the time. It was this stuff.
Bob
mean-
Ross did make it look so easy.
Chances are my hair looked like that when I was about 15, but I was 15, So what?
Well,
It looked
it's more
bad.
like the way it hangs, because it's like
Yeah.
nothing natural hangs like that.
No.
So, yeah,
wrong.
it's
There's
It's completely synthetic.
there's such a thing as a good hairpiece, but there's such a thing as a lot of bad hairpieces. So that much is true. And I think you definitely get what you pay for in such things. I'm not talking from experience, but I see examples and I'm like, that's not natural, but it's
Hair
good,
club
you
for
know?
men.
Hair club for men, you know? Not just a former client. So, not just the boss. So I need the instructions for this dang thing. So earlier this evening, I happened to be playing some tunes, and I threw on the original cast album for Company, a
There.
Stephen Sondheim show. Stephen Sondheim left us a few years back, so hats off.
I don't
to
think it was that
one
long
of
ago.
one of the genii, and we just actually saw the tribute to the 50th anniversary of that Sondheim concert from the early 70s, given by
He died-
Mr. Kurt Peterson.
He died at the end of 21.
21, got it. So
Yeah.
just a couple years now. Wow. And he did like 50 years of that in the theater where it happened, and he just talked about reminiscences and whatnot, and it was just marvelous. It was just marvelous. So it made me want to bust out some stuff I'd heard in ages, and I was listening to the cast album, and there's all the guys talking to the character Bobby
Lisa.
about like his girlfriends, and they're all like, whoa, 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 va va boom, and there's the line, she loves Sazerac slings. You even give her the fruit and she swings. And I'm like, the Sazerac sling doesn't exist. So it's time to make it. So here we're going to create well, go.
John says, serious question. If I don't use the ice in a while, it seems to evaporate in the freezer. Any idea why?
Transpiration. It will go immediately from
okay.
frozen state to vapor. Happens. It's
Yeah.
why you can hang your clothes on the line in the winter and the water will disappear.
Julie,
Changes
Julie, Schmigadoon is next on my list.
Schmigadoon.
And Chicago.
There we
We
go.
keep seeing the commercials for it, and you would think I've seen it by now. We're kind of like, oh, there's a new Ted Lasso today. But anyway, yes, Schmigadoon is next on my list. Because everyone's telling me, like, you haven't seen Schmigadoon.
watch it.
I'm like, I
gotta watch
haven't.
it.
But next.
Anyway.
Next.
So,
yeah.
John, that concert was actually, was it a Sondheim tribute? What was it called? It's the one with the puzzle pieces, the Scrabble
Yes.
pieces on the cover.
Yeah.
It's not side by side by.
No.
That was done a few years later. And then there was like there was a bunch of Sondheim shows at the concerts at the time. Because, among other things, just a year after Company, he does Follies, which is like a lot of people, that's like their absolute top Sondheim work. I'm very fond of Company myself. But Follies got completely screwed by the record label, who's like, we're not going to record a whole cast album too much. So they cut it down to one. So all of this great music got cut out. It's a pain in the neck.
Amy says,
But there's a lot of like live shows that will do the entire
Amy
Follies.
says, I have vintage Red Sox coupe glassware before it was mass produced. That's got to be worth a fortune.
Oh, hello. Keeping those in the back of the old liquor cabinet.
I know. I can't believe Carol Burnett is 90 either. There's
Good grief.
There's a special edition of like Life magazine. Like I was in the supermarket yesterday and I saw that. I should have picked it up. I will. I'll pick it up next time.
So the Singapore sling, upon which this is obviously taking off, is a gin drink. Take it. It's one of those gin tropicals. Classic, obviously. The Sazerac is a rye drink. We happen to have bourbon, so I'm going to compromise and go with the bourbon. This is about 1.5 ounces of bourbon. You can use 2. That will be fine. It would work. And so basically I'm combining a Sazerac and the Singapore sling. So I get the bourbon in there. You could use rye, no problem. 1/2 ounce of brandy. Have a 1/2 ounce measure here. Have the brandy. I can reach it this time. Hello. Brandy rye, why not? Works in a voucaille. Works very well in a voucaille. If you don't know how to make one of those, look it up. Easily found. It's good. It's in the newest Mr. Boston. And there's a couple of bar guides you can find. That classic New Orleans drink from the late 30s. Wonderful thing. Definitely in the Manhattan family. But it's got a little brandy because it's New Orleans, A 1/2 ounce of the Benedictine. This is critical. You're making a Singapore style of sling. You've got to have the Benedictine. You go to a bar and they throw in like cherry stuff and gin and some lemon and say, here's your Singapore sling. Say, do you mind throwing a little Benedictine in there? Because this is what makes it a Singapore sling. You've got to have that aromatic liqueur. 1/2 ounce will be good. It's pretty sweet so far. half ounce of maraschino. Some will insist that this thing needs the cherry herring. Cherry herring is very red and very good. We've never had it on hand, but we have had maraschino, and I sub it, and it's a little drier, and I like it, so I use it. So there you go. That's my taste. That's how I roll. Anyway.
That's how
I'm
I
going to add,
revel.
with all of that sweet stuff, I'm adding an entire ounce of the lime juice. Because.
Oh, I hope we have an entire ounce of lime juice.
Oh, I think we do. That's about right.
Ugh.
Hello. Just made it.
Yeesh.
Made it, Ma. Okay, 1.5
Barely.
ounces of the club soda is at over there behind me.
It's right here.
Okay. And before I do that, I'm going to toss in the Peychaud's bitters. Actually, I'm going to use these two. This this drink usually has some of the old-fashioned bitters, so I'm using those. These happen to be the Hella.
And you need the Peychaud's.
If you happen to have... Yes, I did actually call for the old-fashioned. And then 2 dashes of Peychaud's.
It actually did say it on here, so...
This is what's going to make it a Sazerac, is the Peychaud's.
He's not completely making this up as he goes along.
I made it up hours ago. Here we go.
I didn't make this up as it went along. I made it up hours
I
ago.
made it ages ago.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
I'm actually going to measure out the amount of seltzer,
Can I
although
click away
honestly
now?
you can just go to the top with it. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more. Boom. And there we go.
Oh my gosh, we've missed so many comments.
Oh, we're here.
What's the name of the vintage glassware I just mentioned? Oh,
Coupe?
the coupe?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like an old champagne glass. I think that's what I was talking about.
Saucer champagne glass.
Yeah, like
Not
not a flute.
Not the flute?
Not a flute. Like
But the one that's very
But they call it a
bowl-shaped.
coupe.
Coupe.
Yeah.
Very nice thing. I'll take a straw, please. And I'll take whatever kind of decor you got. I'll take a long... Oh, I'll find my own sorts of things. How about a Vic paddle? I've got a Trader Vic's
Now I misjudged.
chimney glass.
I misjudged the sizes of straws we would need.
Oh my. Giving this a stir. This is the Billowing glass. Give it a good
yeah,
stir.
I think,
And here we have
oh,
the Sazerac sling.
let's see.
At last. This should have a lot of decoration with fruit and umbrellas and stuff. And I think I got some umbrellas around here somewhere.
It's not bad. I think it's a little, for me, it's a little sweet, but...
A little more lemon would take care of that.
Hi, Jennifer!
But it's got all that spiciness. I'm definitely getting the maraschino.
I just discovered it's Wednesday. I kind of feel like that, too, in a
Hello.
way.
So nice to see you.
Oh, Burnett and Stapleton, did they do anything together?
Maureen or Jean?
I'm thinking Jean.
I don't know.
That would have been incredible.
I know that...
Got to meet her with Jean Stapleton. What?
Oh,
Gettysburg
wow.
Man, what?
Okay. Okay.
I would, there are not very many people I would be completely starstruck to meet, but Carol Burnett is one of them.
Oh, jeez. I tell you.
I would just be like, hi.
She can't speak, you know.
I know, I would.
I would be just battling. Carol Burnett, I did albums with a number of performers. She did.
Good night, Gettysburg Man.
Hey, good night. Good to see you. She did 2 albums with Julie Andrews, which were actually pretty well known.
Oh,
One of them was
yeah.
like, I think, an evening with. It was like a Broadway thing they did. And there's another one that was just an album
Was it-
together.
was
And
it
then she
Red?
made an album with Martha Ray. What's that called? Like the two of us together again for the first time, I think it was. Late 60s.
Right.
And they do some really great stuff on that record. It's actually very
I
cool.
have completely lost the thread of this conversation.
Hmm.
Hi, Peter.
Okay.
Wait, was it red? Well,
Vintage
Which-
glassware. Thinking.
I lost track.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm so sorry. Let me know.
Oh, we
Yeah.
were talking about the Red Sox vintage glassware.
Oh
that
yeah, Red Sox.
has.
Amy says, yeah, Amy
Red-
has Red Sox. That's it. Red
Was it-
Sox
was it
glassware.
Red Sox coupes or
Yes,
what it was?
Red Sox
Oh, Red Sox
coupes.
coupes.
That's
Wow.
it. Yes.
Woo!
Yes. All right.
This reminds me if,
You've got that straightened out.
if
Okay,
our, if
good.
our buddy Tiki Deek is here, he's got a set of RCA glassware from the 50s, which has a vacuum tube
They're
symbol
so
on
cool.
them. These are like, you want to put white gloves on and say, I don't want to leave the bar. Just glue this to the bar and I'll drink and stay away because I don't want to like have butterfingers or anything. They're so cool. They're really, really great glasses. You wish you could find more of them. And they were just promo devices. They're kind of rare. So
Look at this. Like
You just want things like that. You want to reproduce and just make a gross, because glassware breaks. You know, these Vicks are very cool. One of these days, I may bobble them, and I'm going to buy more. You can buy these in sets of 3. Vicks has them, I think, right now in the catalog.
Are they
They've
3?
got like, you know, they got
don't know.
great designs that wrap all the way around. They're very nice. I've got a Vicks swizzle in there. So,
Oh, she did make a great dingbat. Yes, I love Jean Stapleton too.
Oh,
there
that's
was
fantastic.
okay. I saw her. I just got to decide what I want to do with this. I just poured myself some prosecco, but we need to adulterate it,
yes, we do.
which makes it sound like it's for children.
We have
right
plenty
now.
of things over there.
I'm just gonna use some
You know,
orange
I'm actually
bitters.
going to throw some of this in
You know
mine
what?
because I think this
Let's
is
keep it-
entirely appropriate.
There's a thread to the conversation. Jennifer says
As a matter of fact, there
a
is.
loose thread.
Oh, good. I just killed the bubbles.
Oh, I just poured orange bitters on myself, but I got some in the
my-
glass too. So yay for that.
This is not going to hurt this drink at all.
Okay.
I tell you, I will
This has
actually.
been a paid promotion for Trader Joe's. I wish.
Yeah, seriously, I would take that in a minute, but I will do an unpaid promotion for Vicks any day of the
I
week
know.
because circa 2016,
They've been good
when
to
we
us.
happened to be out there, and you got in touch with them about shooting,
In the Bay Area.
and who was it that you were talking to?
Eve.
Eve Bergeron
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, and she knew the show and she knew us, and she said, yeah, you come
She
on
was super
by,
sweet.
like come by this day at this time, and this would be a good time to actually do some shooting. And they not only put us in the in an audience with one of their bartenders who did a lot of on camera for us. They made a drink for us.
Well, no, they made a
couple
drink.
drinks.
They were already going to introduce it.
Well, they mixed a drink for us,
But we got
which
to
was
introduce it.
their drink, but they introduced it on our show. And they had new mugs for it, and that was the Drums of Coup. It's a really good drink, which has very unusual stuff in it.
Yeah.
So they were completely introducing this thing. They didn't make it for us. They made it for Vicks. You can get it on the menu now. So that was the Emeryville location, and it was just awesome. They were so great to us, and their location is just right there in the bay. You're looking at the big city. It's so cool. Currently
add-
threatened, by the way, because their landlord wants to boot them out. Landlords, I tell you,
I'm going to add a drizzle of
just a bit of the dark.
dark rum to this.
That couldn't hurt.
There
I
we
think.
go.
I
All
say.
right.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm
It was
freelancing
it was
here
just
a bit.
marvelous, and we actually met up with a number of friends in the Bay Area. I had some dinner and had a great time.
Hi, Jamie.
It was a really good time, and then we shot some video, and that video is available on the Velvetine Lounge channel up on the YouTubes, and you can find that. And search Trader Vicks, you'll find it. Boom.
That's
stuff,
it.
huh?
That's it.
That's the one. Found it. Found it. Bing, bing, bing.
Dialing it down.
Indeed.
I don't want to wreck myself. Is it chickadee check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself?
It's the stuff. Okay, somebody's name checking Depeche Mode. That will be Eric.
Aha.
Guess what? So we were listening to them earlier this evening to prep for this broadcast because we happen to have a live show from this current tour.
And we're seeing
That was
Depeche
provided.
Mode live this Friday.
So we're just gearing up because we're going to be seeing them at the Garden. So if anybody here is going to be heading to MSG on this Friday, let us know because we're going to wave to you.
Madison Square Garden. he
That is.
means. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
If
But
you- people are like, I'm getting MSG this Friday. I'm getting Chinese food.
I'm going for Chinese food.
No,
Yes, I'm getting the MSG.
No, Madison
Fuyang.
Square Garden.
No,
he
Madison
means.
Square Garden.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. We had never been to a garden show before last year, and now within something like 9 months, we're seeing two.
Yeah, Eric says, did you see Beto's latest video of why we stopped listening to our favorite artists using Depeche Mode as an example? I have not.
No.
Because we still
We've
listen
been-
to Depeche Mode.
Yeah, we still listen.
But
we
I
were
sort
listening.
of felt that way about, it was weird. Like, how did we completely fall away from The Simpsons?
We moved here.
Which isn't an artist, but
We
I
watched
feel
them
like...
for a season or so, and then we just, I don't know whether they were getting a little soft or something, but we started doing a lot of stuff and then just kind of
we
like
just
got off of it.
completely stopped watching. And many times over the years, I've thought, like,
Wow.
like, how did that happen?
It's still happening. I think we've literally missed 20 years worth of Simpsons by this point. So we could just go and binge for a long time on this thing, you know. Good stuff, too.
Oh, the weather's going to be nice for the concert. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So we actually not
best
only...
dishes and drinks come by freehand. Yeah, they really do. In fact, I'm I'm really kind of terrible because I make things and I don't measure, and then people are like, "This is amazing. Can I have the recipe?" I'm like, "I'll tell you what I did." Like,
Generally speaking, you'll notice that I have this tall glass in which I built something where I used a measuring tool.
that's why
I
when
do that.
when we make the drinks here,
Yeah.
we try to
Yeah.
measure so that we can.
Well, first
share
of all, I'm not one of those people who's just going to like pour. Tell me when you're done. I mean, if you would like to do
Aunt
that,
Sandy.
sure. I mean, the bar's open. But if I'm making it for you, I'm making to a very specified formula so that it doesn't get too sweet or too sour or too much of anything, or too boozy.
Peter just
You
had
know?
Sri Lankan food. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
That sounds great.
That is a pretty happy place. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Eric
just right
defected
there.
from The Simpsons as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it wasn't a conscious decision. It just kind of like you don't watch it one week and then you don't
then it
watch it the
kinda
next, and then
went
like
and-
next thing you know, it's been 20 years and you haven't watched it.
You know, when we first moved, we still had cable, and we were still able to get one of my favorite shows of all time, Insomniac.
God, I love it.
Crazy, crazy
Did
stuff.
anyone else watch Insomniac?
Attell
that show
is
was the
off his
best.
damn nut, and he was dealing with nut jobs. It was hilarious.
Hi, Doug.
And, you know, he was able to do that for a few years, but then he even admitted that he couldn't really do the show anymore because people recognized him.
Usually you guys
So-
have a notepad handy. I just have it on here now.
Yeah, well, we do have. That's right. Got a notepad in front of me. And that's a kicker.
Oh yeah, we have the new album, the new Depeche Mode album. It's great.
On LP.
I
as a matter of
refuse to
fact.
titrate in my cocktails.
I
Doug.
will not do. I will not do.
Amy
but
says
we
I
have-
wasn't really a Simpsons watcher. Yeah, you know, I back in the '90s I was.
used to tape them all the time.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
was.
sure if they'd last.
I
but
started watching it.
Right now, it's the longest running series on TV, I think.
I started. Well, it was still in the Tracy Ullman show, but I started watching it when I still lived in California.
Yeah. on the
And I
Ellen
moved
Show.
to New York in September of 1990, so that's
Hello.
how long they've been on my radar. Oh my God, the funny
So-
thing though was I had a job when I still lived in California. I had so many crap jobs, you guys. But I had one where I worked at a place where you could buy a stuffed animal and have it pumped into a balloon. So, like, if they wanted, like, you give it to someone, you're like, here, happy birthday or whatever. But if they want the stuffed animal, they have to pop the balloon. Just seems like a metaphor for life when I think about
Doesn't
it
it,
now.
you know?
But we gotta pop your balloon to get to the goodie. But people would come up to me and be like, do you have any Simpsons stuff? And I knew who that was because I loved Tracy Ullman. But I thought, like, can you get any Simpsons merchandise? Because that would be a really good idea. Like, I would like
Yep.
some Simpsons merchandise. And then, boom, there was nothing but.
And then it was all over the
Yeah,
place.
like Build-A-Bear.
Yep.
It was like Build-A-Bear.
Like, seriously.
But, like, I don't know. There's just something so metaphorical about
These things.
putting your charming, happy new friend in
Charming-
this thing that you have to pop.
Ursine buddy
to it.
into a Zeppelin and sticking a pin in it.
Oh, Jennifer remembers watching The Simpsons with me back in the day. Virtual high fives,
There you
Jennifer.
In the fives.
It was the only time I watched it.
Okay, so comment from John. Longest running TV show is claiming it Meet the Press. I believe you're correct, sir. I was just looking that up the other day. It's been running since 1947.
We should do like a Sunday morning Meet the Press.
And it was a
episode
radio
sometime.
show first, so it's literally been on the air since 1945. How about that? Now, I think The Simpsons is like the longest primetime thing. I could be wrong, but it's
has to
literally
be.
been running since 1989 as a show, not as a Tracy Ullman short. The short it ran for a few years before that, as a matter
A
of fact.
demented Build-A-Bear. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it was so weird. And the guy who owned it, like, it was a kiosk in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who owned it was so checked out. Like, when I think about it now, when I think about it now,
When you're thinking now, clock, clock, clock.
he's just like, oh, we've got to go to my place to get, like, I don't know if he needed to pay me or whatever, but, like, I got in his car and went to his apartment.
Uh-huh.
And whatever way, he legitimately whatever it was paid me. I don't remember why, but I remember getting into his car and like, oh, okay, whatever. And I was fine. But when I think about it now, I'm like, what?
Seriously? Yeah.
People would be calling OSHA now.
Yeah, today.
Back then it was like, oh, okay.
Bit of a problem.
Yeah.
The things that people do.
Doesn't SNL predate The Simpsons? It does. It does.
It does. It's true.
Because I used to watch SNL when I was babysitting.
SNL's been on since '75, so clearly, yeah, maybe it's the longest animated. You know, I'm trying to think of like it's the longest.
60 minutes. 60 minutes. I'm just thinking about almost an unsolved mystery. I did love Unsolved Mysteries too, which came back. Yep. At least once.
60 Minutes documentary series has been on there since 1968, so that's got some longevity.
Predator.
True.
Oh! Like the Boy in a Bubble movie for your stuffed animals. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. That's like the Blob movies we made. The Blob movies we made with the Blob and Barbies.
Blobport. The only
Blobport 2007.
Blobport 2000. Our first feature ever.
I love the idea of, yeah.
Hilarious.
Boy in the plastic bubble, but it's a teddy bear. Oh, that's so terrible, and I love it.
If you pop the bubble, no.
No, you would die.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
You would die.
You'll leave your buddy in a bubble.
An unsolved mystery. Then there's Law and Order. Oh, I love Law and Order.
Speaking of Dick Wolf, so I believe
we
were earlier this evening. So
I love Law and Order. Captain. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen this season. She was Captain Olivia Benson. Has she become Chief Olivia Benson?
Is she Chief?
I don't know.
Is Captain above Lieutenant? I'm just asking.
She was Lieutenant Olivia Benson,
so it
and
is.
then she became
Captain. Definitely.
I think. Okay. I think I've got the order right here.
I'm not a connoisseur of such things, so somebody's got to illuminate me.
I seriously love Law and Order.
So
that Blob costume still haunts my nightmares.
I tell you. We also appeared as the Blob for a science fiction party.
Eric, you know what? I've got enough drinks in me. I'm going to just share the link. It's got its share of haters on YouTube, and I'm fine with that.
So go ahead and take a look at the comments, and maybe you can add some of your own and counteract some of the hate. Because I'm good with it.
Right,
you want to hate my works? Go ahead, suckers. Make your own. Make your own.
All right, hold on.
I know that people here are watching us to watch us because we deliver the entertainment to you every week because, hey.
There it is.
It's been a hard week. We got to give you something.
It has not been a hard week. It's been a great week.
Well, for some people, it's been a hard week.
For us, it's been a great week. But
I started out in incredible pain, but it has definitely improved.
I'm going to drop the link right here.
Life is not bad.
How long has Law and Order been on the air? A long time. I don't know exactly.
I think the first ever Law and Order series was 1989, so that is running some kind of record these days too. I don't know what. There's a lot of long-running series out there.
Comedy at a price that can't be paid. Okay, I hope I shared the correct link.
Okay.
I shared the correct link. I just hope it pasted it all.
I'm seeing it twice because we're on two platforms. Both of you have the link. Here's Blobport. If you have never seen this little epic, it is our first. You will excuse the cheesy video effects. That's what we had at the time. Today we have effects which are 2% better. So
I watched it recently. And I stand behind it.
I do too, damn it.
People,
because
it has its haters, and I don't care. I stand behind it.
The script is there. The acting is there.
I stand behind it.
And actually, it sounds great. We actually had excellent sound.
Oh,
the visuals
Lisa, it's been a hard week.
Oh, man.
I think everyone's been having a hard time lately. So.
Well, what the heck. People, here's to you. You tuned in tonight.
Yeah.
Out of your hard week. You took the time out, an hour, maybe two, to see us do our thing. We're
not signing off, by the way.
No, I'm just clinking and drinking here. We've got some time to go anyway.
I know.
I know it sounds like
good. I'm good.
Wherever you are and wherever you go. No, none of that sort of stuff. Not yet.
No, none of that.
Around the corner and around the world. We're
None
just
of that yet.
We're making a couple of fun drinks for you that you can follow along with. These are not particularly hard. You may well have a nice looking chimney glass. You certainly have a tall glass, like a Collins size.
But it
that
just
would do
seems
for
like
this.
people are having a hard time lately, and you know, I see you. I see you.
I say there's two things I could possibly do
I do
about
see
that.
you.
Because I'm not I'm not a counselor or a magician, but I could say, A, I can offer just like a tiny bit of advice and sympathy, because that's sometimes what you need. And B, I can mix up a tall, stiff one and say, make this,
I
it'll make
can
your life
see
better.
you. That's
So,
what I can do.
I can see you. If you tune in, I can say, hey, hi, and away we go. And there's a thing.
Clinking,
part of what we
drinking,
do.
love it.
Yep.
Hero says, imagine the irony of the question. How long has 16 minutes been on the air?
Well, let me think now.
Wait, I don't know, like 50 years?
I don't know, E. I'm trying to think. I can't think about it.
Let's find out.
60 minutes.
I'm like the Google queen.
I actually said 1968. Let's see if I'm even anywhere close. I seem to recall that.
Oh, okay. It's like the number 2 search. How long has 60 Minutes been on the air? It premiered on... 68. Okay. Over 50.
What'd I say? So there we go.
54?
September 68. There we go. Prime time, that'd be 55 this year, as a matter of fact.
Right, but it was September, so 54.
Oh, yeah, 54.
54. I did that math in my head.
He's on the ball.
Math
That's a
in my
pretty
head.
interesting time to premiere a news show where you were talking sort of
Oh,
documentary
Peter
stuff.
says a
You would have had
remedy
some interesting stuff
for a
at the
hard
time.
week would be some orange liqueur.
Well,
mean,
you know,
like...
Peter, you're frequently all about the orange liqueur.
Peter, this is a good one. I think you might.
a plot.
I think you might like. No, I think Peter might like this.
You would like this.
Vidren. We got this at Mid Valley Wine and Liquors in Newburgh, which you could easily get to.
You can get that easily. Yep.
Vidren Triple Sec. It's a
Vidren.
good price, and I think you would enjoy it.
It's a really nice
good.
flavor. This is
Yeah.
a French liqueur. It's natural flavor, etc. No bogus stuff. So there we go. But definitely. Orange liqueur along with your red wine. Absolutely. You put a little orange liqueur in the red wine. You put a slice of lemon.
Oh, Eric, no worries.
No, please.
We're not worried about you coming in dark. Like,
Now, listen, sir. We actually just recently purchased the Memento Mori from the
I know. We're seeing
aforementioned-
Depeche Mode on Friday.
aforementioned Depp Mode. And
we,
you know,
we go dark. We're
if
good
you
with
if
that.
you thought those guys were morose before this album, wow, this one is just like it's like Mortician. They're just really sending this is dark, kind of dark. But I will say I really like the record a lot. I'm okay with dark. You know, I'm fine with it. And if they get like a little bit. They lost a band member within the past year. It made them start to think mortality. They started writing songs about it.
Andy.
And guess what? They go on tour. They get a couple of guys to play with them as the rhythm section, which are awesome. Because I've heard stuff from the tour. They're just like nailing it shut. And they sound very, very energized. So I got to say, I'm totally stoked to see them. I think they're going to kick it.
I am too.
And it's going to be at the Garden. It's not like they're going to put on a lousy show at the Garden. Jeez. Anyway.
Wait, what's a million years to you? That's a second. Oh, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you got to agree with. No question whatsoever. We know that Peter is a big fan of the Grand Marnier. Well, so am I. So am I. He is for good reason. It's great. You can just have the stuff on the rocks.
It's a good
It's
product.
80 proof. It's actually designed to be like a high octane liqueur. You could throw it in your coffee and you could flame it, all that kind of stuff. Make one of those fancy coffees with the whipped cream and everything. Kind of fun. If you wanted to put it in your Mai Tai, it's a pretty fancy Mai Tai.
Lisa says we need a
Very
shot,
nice.
Paul.
Where's the shot glasses? Here we go! Uno tequila, dos tequila, tres tequila. I forget the rest. So, no, I do not do shots. And I will not do them on the show. However,
I will.
However, I do mix, and I will...
I'm not a shot snob.
I do mix, and I never worry. So if you have any ideas, please throw them at us. We can put them in future shows.
I felt like that sounded like a tongue twister. I'm not a shot snob. Shot snob.
I'm not a shot snob. I'm not a shot snob.
Shot snob. Shot snob.
See, she shall.
Not a shot
can't
snob.
do it. Sarah, sitting in the shoe shine shop. All day long she sits and shines. All day long she shines and sits. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. But this is the fun part of the fun part, people. We're talking about all sorts of interesting things tonight. Because, hey, we don't have a particular theme outside of, we're in the room again.
We're in the Tiki Room.
It feels like 100 degrees in here, and it's April.
It's April.
It's April, like, what, 12th? 12th today?
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
April. I had to look, but
I remember.
Yep, April 12th.
Awesome. Good stuff.
You're correct.
I saw it on my calendar today, but I'm out of it. I'm thinking of 12
Shot
things
snob.
at once. Damn it. Damn it. Small but mighty. Absolutely. You know how that is. Yep. I will tell you, I'm not a snob about shots, but what do people do with shots? They go, thug. And you're like, gee, that was some pretty good booze. Didn't you want to take a little time with that? I am not a snob about straight liquor.
The Blue Room.
In a rocks glass with a big rock that you can take for a while. That's very nice.
I really do
will
want
that.
to do like a Blue Room after hours. Let us know if there's any interest, because
Yeah.
that would be really fun to do, like, well, like Jason does on what's that, the tiki the selling
Not Jason Black, but Jason
Smith.
Smith. Thank you.
Yeah. He has
Too
like
many
his
Jasons.
whole
But
tiki.
yes.
Yeah, like the selling the eBay and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's got his show, which is hilarious.
It's
He's been
great.
doing this for
It's
years
great,
now.
but he also has the after hours where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like he logs off
Let's-
of his main broadcast
Well,
and
let's
it's
go.
like,
To,
okay.
let's go to the breakout room and start
Exactly.
getting out of the nitty
Exactly.
gritty.
I'm like, oh, that would be fun. Like, we're just gonna let our hair down and watch Heart to Heart.
I'll give kudos to the man and the wife, because they've been doing this for years
Yeah.
with the product. But he finds stuff I
good
can't
at
even
it.
imagine. He's
Oh, we gotta
selling
vote for
CDs and
after
things.
hours.
Crazy. Oh, hello.
Oh, Tim's not gonna last. Back to the 50s in a day or two. What? No.
Next week. No, we're hot all week.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
But
Good. Naysayer. It's gonna be hot all week. What are you
we're
talking
gonna
about?
enjoy it. We're gonna enjoy it right now.
It's gonna be hot in New York anyway.
Similar to Playboy After Dark. That's how that's how
I
I
would
see
totally
it.
do
Yeah,
Playboy After Dark
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
You know, I would get in the three-piece tux or whatever, and interview the leader of the band. So, Jerry, what's the name of this next song? It was a pretty great number you had there. Yeah. Hi. So this next one's called "The Golden Road to Unlimited Devotion." Yeah, that's really far out. Go to town, you know. And then they start rocking. There's all that stuff's available in various places. You can see some great stuff from like the first edition of Deep Purple on Playboy
Hi,
After Dark.
Aaron.
I believe Steppenwolf does some Playboy After Dark. The Cowsills did Playboy After Dark. Oh man.
Dime says, my thoughts are that if the booze is so foul, then you must slam it down in a shot and rather pass. That is a very good point.
You know, because I can reach underneath me
That's a
right
good
now.
point.
Let me see what I can
Yeah.
pull up anyway. I pull up an intriguing bottle, like, say, the Dr. Bird. Now,
But that's
this is a funky stuff.
No, but it's good. That's a good
Which
one.
is, you could really, you want to cut it a bit. It's 100 proof. But
Well,
it's got
yeah,
a
you're not
ton
going
of
to drink
flavor.
it straight, but
Crazy
that's a
kind of
good
flavor.
one.
And what else do I have?
I don't
on
have any
here that
problem
is
with
like
that one.
A finely aged.
What do we have
liqueur?
that you might need to cut? I don't know.
That one I would cut just because
I
of the
feel
high
bad. Like I don't want to share
Dusty
anything
bottle
that
of pirate.
anyone gave us.
proof. This is kind of a sipper. I mean, it's actually a little sweet, but it's kind of a
Oh,
nice
okay,
thing.
but if it's a sipper, you don't want to shoot it.
You're not going to shoot it, no.
I don't think anyone's given us anything that you need to shoot. A lot of these rums people have given us, and our friends have good taste.
Well, they know that by this point in time, you've got a lot of advice about what's a nice bottle of rum. So we've actually received a lot of really nice
Yeah.
bottles of rum from people when they come for like a summer party or they just see us during the year. The Eldorado products,
All right, we could have
12, 15, 25.
get another
Yeah.
vote for Playboy
Yep.
after.
Hello.
We might have to do this. We have to find a platform, like, I don't know, Twitch.
I keep threatening Twitch because we've been watching the
know.
DJs do it for years. They
Yeah,
do very well
yeah.
on it. There are good features on Twitch. I kind of like it. It's very forgiving, and I was interested in it.
Forgiving.
Now that we're actually
Forgiving
working,
means you could fall asleep in the middle of your broadcast. best.
We've seen that. I wouldn't do that, but I mean, I get to the point where I'm like, we got to sign off. You
Hi,
know?
River City Handsome.
We're not there yet. We're still going strong. Thank you.
Ah, River City Handsome said Undertow. We love Undertow. Only been once, but amazing.
Oh, Undertow. You're at Undertow right now.
Oh.
Wow. Cool. I think you're at the newer version, the newer location, because we were last there in 2019. This is pre-times.
Shout out that
And that
strawberry
was at the old
Fernet.
location.
What?
So I think you're actually at a Undertow we have not seen yet. Kind of fascinating, yeah. Strawberry Fernet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so if you're adding
I am
flavors to Fernet,
Curious
no,
about this, though.
that's a different beast
Yeah,
entirely.
I am curious about this.
If you want to talk about polarizing people, whip out the term Fernet Branca.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
stuff heavy? It's cough syrup, is what it is.
Shots are for
Although-
the youth who have not learned to appreciate the flavor of straight liquor. I like the
Chug.
flavor of straight liquor.
If you give me some good liquor, like I said, I'm not a
Straight
shots.
liquor, baby.
I'm not a shots glass guy. We have these so that we can sample things. It's a tiny bit, but I will do a rocks glass.
Oh, okay, wait.
Rocks
hold on.
glass, big rock, one finger, some good stuff. Sure.
All right, here we go. All right. Lisa says, I'm not saying shots are best, but what's a classy shot you'd serve? All right, all right. I like this idea. I'll take it on.
Okay.
Okay.
I would serve one finger of good stuff over a rock. Not a shot. It's a sip. You take your time with it. If the boys in the back room want to light a few stogies, all right, do it outside.
All right. I will add a piece of. I was about to say I will
Piece of
add
ice?
a piece of ice, but I wanted to make sure there was actually
A piece of ice before she said
right.
so, right? I know.
All right.
I know.
They're slightly degraded, but that's okay. That's all right. I don't want to have to put them away.
Okay.
All right. Little ice. Ooh, I have a good idea.
Lisa says she relishes it. Well, I agree. I agree. Enjoy what you have. We believe in making good drinks well and making bad drinks drinkable. And then when the bad drink cannot be made drinkable, we'll tell you, do not bother. You cannot make a slow, comfortable screw up against the wall.
Eric's appreciating
saying.
Blackport. Oh, I'm so
Excellent.
happy. All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
Let's say a
So
half
happy.
ounce of this is. Hold on.
Oh, the plantation.
show it.
Stiggins.
This is the
Oh,
Stiggins.
yeah.
Okay, so Stiggins fancy pineapple rum, half ounce, and then this is gonna be classy. This is gonna be so classy. Well, I'll throw up.
I just threw up a little, and not in my mouth. So,
And then a half ounce of the Le Verger French terroir.
got a good
Sure.
vote for Twitch from Dime,
Oh,
a
okay.
fellow DJ. So
Yay!
I think you know, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I've liked Twitch because I think it works well with the DJs. Originally gaming software. It's strange. It suddenly became like the big thing for DJs because they couldn't do it on the other platforms. You
I'm
can't
gonna-
do it here. I play music, they throw me off. You know?
All right, I added a couple of dashes of old-fashioned bitters. Then I'm going to
Thank you,
also add
Lisa.
a dash of.
Thank you for
lime
bearing
juice.
with Lisa. We're making this work.
Oh,
Okay.
we love it. I'm serious. Oh, wait, we don't have that.
Okay. We don't have that. Close.
I do need some lime juice for
So
this.
close.
I'll be right back.
There we go. Put that over there, out of harm's way, absolutely. And getting there. Ooh, nice flavors. So, oh, kind of funny. I remember the original 50-foot woman attack, and there were a couple of takeoffs of that back in the day. And then, of course, there was the aforementioned Amazon woman on the moon. Did we mention that? No, we name checked Kentucky Fried Movie because I did. And one of our correspondents, which I forget, whom I forget, actually did get my reference. Kentucky Fried is hilarious, fairly scatological these days. If you're going to watch it, not in mixed company per se, but, you know, probably a pretty good date movie. You can tell immediately whether it's a good idea. And then Amazon Woman is sort of in a way, a sequel to that, which I think is equally hilarious. That bit with Arsenio Hall at the beginning of the movie, we quote all the time. I love these anthology pictures. I love the fake Bob Stack type documentary show, Bullshit or Not, because you know they just nail it shut. Absolutely true. And you know, so in terms of like not a lot of fluid, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're looking for, I don't like the tall drinks like banana. I got you. We frequently serve things in glassware that looks like this. And for a drink that's a classic, that's really just like, it's all booze. I like them straight up. I do not like them on the rocks. For tropicals, tropicals go on the rocks. But there are tropicals that are actually cocktails.
And add a little
So hey.
splash of lime juice to this too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right.
Now, isn't it? There we go.
I'm not going to
Oh.
shoot it, but...
Good night, David.
Night,
3:30
David!
is way too early. Please, sleep well. Oh, and we have River City saying, want to hear music on Twitch?
Oh, this is... Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah.
We could put on an excellent playlist on the Twitch.
Oh, my God. Dime can
We could-
help us with that.
We could probably get some excellent help from Mr. Demethios.
Hi, Satellite.
I just want to say Demethios. And we also,
Demethios.
Demethios. And we also have some local DJ friends who
Satellite
would
edition
do
of
it live on the
Hello.
show
All right.
if we asked politely.
Totally
We'll
forgot
see.
what day it is.
We'll see.
I know. Shoot.
I'm actually sipping.
It's
and-
good,
Ooh,
right?
This is good.
This is good.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm into it.
Fluid of purpose. I
Speaking
my
of fake documentaries, my favorite was What in the World is a Banana Monkey? That had rum and banana liqueur and chocolate. Which, now that I think about it, there's not a thing wrong with that.
We made our own banana liqueur. Actually, she made the banana liqueur. And it's still, years later, it still has an excellent banana flavor. When you make it, it looks horrible. It just looks like something died. It's so bad. And then you strain it
It
out,
really does.
and then you put it
It
in the
still looks
bottle.
bad.
It still looks terrible. You strain it out, and you're like, wow, this actually is excellent flavor. So you got to bear that in mind. And I will put that in apposition to all of those banana liqueurs that are extremely yellow. You know who you are. I don't go for those, but there are some good ones on the market. If you don't want to make it, you can always go for the Banana do Brasil from Giffard.
Yes, that
Excellent.
is a good one. That is a
Excellent.
good one.
I think there are some other good ones on the market by now, too. They inspired people to make better banana.
Oh, yummy in Cancun. I know,
Hello.
right? Yeah, you're in the pool. Someone brings you a drink with chocolate,
I'm done.
rum. It's like, I'm done. I love that.
You know, our gal comes by in the little tennis outfit and says, would you like another bushwhacker? I'm like, I just suddenly feel like James Coburn, like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
would.
would.
You know,
I
and
would
big-
indeed.
Big, huge pair of sunglasses on, yes.
Nice, Jennifer.
Yes, I would, you know. And that guy gets an excellent tip. So,
Oh, Dime says I'd be happy to help. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
All right, I love it. I love
Thank you,
it.
sir.
Okay, we got to do a Twitch, like an after hours
well,
thingy.
I had this strange feeling that you might be able to come up with some excellent
I
tunage.
love this idea.
So, yeah. But
Some
definitely.
shots can work. Can be creamy and decadent. Oh! This one was good. It was good.
It's good stuff. Good
We
stuff.
didn't shoot it, but it's still here and it's still delicious.
Among other things, I have digestive issues, so like too much acid down quickly. I gotta
No,
take
don't do it. Don't
I
do
gotta
it.
take it easy.
Yeah.
No question. You know, and many people do these days. Many people are taking the same stuff I'm taking. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go crazy about that. You know who you are. We all have one issue.
We had
or
the
another.
discussion about grapefruit juice
Oh,
earlier.
yes, we did.
Ah,
All these folks, I can't take grapefruit juice because of the. And I'm
he
like,
can
oh,
have
damn
grapefruit
it.
juice.
I can.
so
I made a
Yeah,
grog earlier. I
yeah.
had grapefruit, but I didn't
can.
make one for her. She couldn't try it.
Can't have it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. And it's a drag. Grapefruit is one of the primal flavors. If you
And
can't
I like
do
it too.
can't do it, sub it.
Uh-oh.
Sub it. That's the thing. Got a thing
There's
on?
a traffic jam on our sleepy street.
Well, hello. I guess it could happen. You never know.
It's very weird that it would happen, but okay. Do you hear that? They're like revving and yeah, cranky.
Lisa would actually board ships and say, "Your morning, your life. Stand and deliver."
I'll make a great pirate. I love it.
At last, you hearties. Pirates.
Erg.
Pirates are notoriously into rum. Here's the thing. Historically,
Here we go with history.
Pirates of the Caribbean, whom we're normally talking about, because the pirates are still operating these days. Pirates of the Caribbean were into whatever they could seize. And what was making its way back and forth to the Americas during the 17th century was a hell of a lot of fortified wine. So they were probably drinking a lot of Madeira. So were the colonists. That was an extremely popular thing for the English colonists back in the day. All that Spanish fortified wine.
You listen to Ale Storm. I don't know Ale Storm.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
No, I don't. Drop us a link. Drop us a link. I love it when people drop us links. So, yeah. She's afraid of heights. Oh, wait. She'd make a great rum drink.
Well, y'all got to come on by sometime.
Pirate metal. Oh, well, that sounds great.
Too true.
That sounds great to me. Pirate metal. I'm
It's too
into
true.
it. Yeah, okay.
Too true.
Pirates drinking fortified wine makes sense.
Seriously. They need a little something. Well, it was all about, like, what were the big things at
Did I
the time?
come and we want to go home?
Port, sherry, Madeira, Amontillado. Big four, I think, right there. And then there's others. There's others, too. But it's like either the aromatic wine or the fortified wine. And you fortified it so that it would actually last on the ships. It's kind of like, the big style in beers these days from small brewers is IPAs. It's kind of
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
But what's that all about? That's about England needed to ship beer to like Australia or India.
Right.
It needed to make the journey. It was a long journey. They needed to up the octane and the stuff that would make it preserved. Crank up the hops, IPA. So India Pale.
Wait. Oh, he left me something.
I left you something. Oh, hello.
That was my shot. It was good.
It was good.
Oh, here we go. Here's a little something.
Here's a little after hours during hours.
Okay. All right.
We happen to have a Mackenzie's pineapple flavored hard cider. Now, we got these because one of our correspondents said, have you ever seen these? So we found them locally, picked out the 12-pack.
We did.
And there's some very good flavors. They're a little sweet. We like to cut them a bit. But I can find some glassware. Well, actually, probably you can find the glassware.
Can you?
I cannot
Oh,
find
those are too
appropriate
small.
glassware.
Pardon me. I will get
Gee, you're right.
appropriate glassware.
I know. This sounds like one of those episodes where I'm always taking off, but she is closer to the orifice here so she can move around and about. Allow me to rephrase that. She is closer to the opening. That still sounds wrong. I'm going to stop right now while I'm ahead, but she's closer to where she can find glassware. That's for certain. And she's able to get out and get said glassware. So let's actually do that.
I
Boom.
just heard that I was closer to the orifice, and I'm like, what?
Okay, let's actually split these up, shall we? Some ice.
I don't want ice in my cider.
Okay, I'll get some ice in my cider
That's
because
weird.
it's warm out here.
It's weird.
No, it's not weird. It's warm.
It's weird.
Throw me some of that lime if you've got it.
Lime juice?
Yes,
We don't have it. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a tiny bit. All right.
just a bit. Just a bit for each glass.
All right. You also.
And we're going to need an ounce of something. We happen to
Wait,
have. We have
I thought
brandy.
this was just cider.
We have the brandy. Well, what works for you?
Do you don't want rum?
We have rum. We have good rum. How about some of that Appleton? Have we used that today?
It's down here.
Oh, hello.
We have.
Oh, we have.
Yes.
How nice.
How much?
Oh,
ounce?
Yeah, give me an ounce.
All right.
There we go.
Man.
Plink, 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 plink.
It's no joke pulling the cork out of this when you've had a few.
Port is kind of a cold weather thing, too. As I recall, sherry is the other thing. I was completely forgetting the
Oh,
sherry. For
yeah.
Pete's
His
sake.
mom was big
My
into
mother
sherry.
drank sherry.
I know, right?
You know what? She did it to relax so that she
Okay.
could sleep better, and it helped. She was on her feet her entire working life because she was an RN. So she was just like me right now. I'm like, my feet are killing me. Well, she was doing it for hours.
Yeah, but she
Hours.
was doing it for noble reasons. You're doing it because you're making drinks.
I'm not doing it for noble reasons.
Just saying.
One is just asking.
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
It's not. ignoble reasons. But I'm
Less
just saying, she
noble
was a
reasons?
nurse. You're just making drinks.
I'm not saving anybody from a coronary event. But she
Oh,
was.
port and a clarified milk punch is a summer drink. Oh, I'm for that. I'm for that.
Now you're talking. I remember shooting some video of a clarified milk punch by Mr. Randy Wong, Esquire,
What happened to the towels?
who actually showed us how to do it way back in the day. These days, you actually have some
did.
clarified milk punch type things.
Do
which are
not
happening.
step on my valuable
I'm looking at them right now.
tapa cloth.
I am
Paper
glued. Glued. So anyway, it glows.
Glue.
I'm looking for the bitters, which I have bust, damn it.
They
Need some old-fashioned bitters. Yeah,
oh,
I'll take
here
the
we go.
old-fashioned.
All right,
Here we go.
here we go.
So these are the bitters, Hella bitters,
Hella.
aromatic, which are excellent. Made in Brooklyn, baby,
The
where
hell.
everything is
I'll
made
take
these
some.
days.
I'll take some.
Among other things, you've got that excellent
Speaking of Brooklyn,
ginger liqueur.
Amy says my grandfather was a sherry drinker. I
Oh,
love that.
hello. Yeah.
I gotta catch up.
Barrows Intense.
Oh,
gotta get a
Satellite
bottle
says
of
it's
Barrows.
not quite winter here anymore, but a little breezy and chilly and overcast today. Oh, it was. I don't know. It's so beautiful here, but apparently
was-
that's about to end.
It was
don't
seriously
know.
warm. No, we're good to the end of the week, at least.
I hope so. You know.
It's going to rain over the weekend and then probably blow off, and then next week is going to be highs of like 60s, which in April, it's April, of course.
Wait, which is my daughter's name? What is your daughter's name? Wait, Lisa, what? I missed this.
Uh-oh.
What? Which one's your daughter's name?
Everyone's just out there getting merry.
Eric says
What's
it's
my
the
name?
tiki. Oh, tiki rum.
Take your own.
Goes down the throat and into the
The
tum.
We have to tell you.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Ah! You rewrote it.
Well,
What is
that's
your daughter's name? Like now, I
that's
gotta
the
know.
classic.
I gotta know.
1 rum, 2 rum, 3 rum.
Thanks for making that schottish drink.
I forget the rest.
Oh.
Oh, please. I wish that you could reproduce that. You'd like it a lot.
The Velvetiki Room is looking posh this time. All right. Oh, the blue lights. Oh, thank you. Well,
Thank you.
anyway,
Thank you.
if you're watching here and if you're going to be in New York, let us know. We would love
Let us
to
know.
see you. Yeah.
Are you blowing through? Are you happening to blow through our exact neck of the woods? Like, I'm going up I-84.
We're 1 mile off of I-84.
Goes through our backyard,
Yeah.
basically. Actually, a railroad track goes through our backyard, basically. But we happen to have highways right around. 17 is right there. The New York Thruway, not far.
78
So,
in
yeah.
Tulsa.
Wow.
I want to know what your
80
daughter's
funny.
name is now. Like, I'm obsessed. So.
Erica.
Oh, Erica. Okay, all right. Got it.
Hello, hello.
Got
good.
it. Oh, Satellite, come to New York.
Seriously.
We're not in the city. We're north of the city, but you can take the train to the city from our house.
Which I did for a good solid 17 years or so. 5 days a week. And then interruptions happened. Well, I guess I was doing it 4 days a week for a while, but interruptions
Yeah.
happened, and then I wasn't doing it at all. And now I do it 2 days a week. So clearly, you can get there from here.
You can.
And I do it, and I walk a lot, which means that this thing actually clocks a lot of steps. And it's kind of nice to see all
Yeah,
those
it's his
steps
Christmas
because I
gift.
never knew. It's great to be able to clock those and say, oh, how about that? Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting that, but I gave him a
No.
Fitbit for Christmas because he's so into data. He's like data boy. He loves himself a database. So I thought, well, you can clock your steps and you can clock all that.
Well,
Are you enjoying it?
I am, because it actually tells me a few things I didn't know about. It was telling me about my sleep, and most of it was poor, so I decided to stop wearing it when I slept. I'll get to it again.
No bad news. No bad
No,
news.
no.
Take it off.
Yeah, seriously. But it was actually telling me some good stats on other
Wait,
things,
what?
which is nice. So,
Oh, I scooped you on Google Maps so I could find you. Oh my gosh. Oh, Satellite. Well, come.
ping. Ping.
I'm
Well,
afraid of weird people finding
Where
us,
do you
but-
start? Because that, well, you don't have to tell me right here. This is a public forum.
Idaho.
You can tell me, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And if you're making the trek east,
Eric says,
let us know.
the weirdest thing my sister ever called me was an imbecile hole. What is that?
Back when I was in high school years, I remember one of my friends...
You got a satellite. You got to come.
Come on down. One of my friends had younger brothers, much, much younger brothers. And he said they would say funny things like, when they got frustrated, like, "You big dumb!" You big dumb what? But that's where they stopped. So, imbecile hole is sort of like a riff on that, which is really trying to work the language.
I'm just thinking imbecile hole.
It's kind of hilarious.
What does that even mean?
I'm sure they didn't say at the time. Now,
No.
did they? And I'm thinking to myself, what could that possibly mean? You know? It's like, start combining terms in a way that makes it emphasized. Hilarious.
Oh, Johnny Dangerously. We need to do a Johnny Dangerously episode.
Hello.
Maybe next week.
I mean, they need to see it for the second time in 40 years.
I know. I've only ever seen Johnny Dangerously in the theater, but it's so quotable.
You know, it's the stuff.
Errol, you dropped it on us, Johnny Dangerously.
You dropped a bomb on us.
Oh.
Baby. Oh, yeah. Night, Peter.
Oh,
Awesome.
Bill. Bill,
Awesome to see you.
hello.
Hey, Bill.
Hello. Wait, I had heart surgery when I was 74, still going fine. Oh, good, Bill. All right.
Boop,
I
boop,
love
boop,
it.
Bill.
Okay. Thank
Awesome
you.
to hear that.
And good night, Peter.
We've
Oh
known
my gosh.
more than a few people who've had bypass surgery. My mother had a heart attack when she was, must have been 81, I think. And then she lived several more years. So, like, you know, that didn't take her out.
Oh, Lisa.
Well, she was a tough gal.
Lisa.
So.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm just reading the comments. Yeah. Yeesh. Oh.
Yep. These things that families do. Farganizals, sons of bastages. Telling you.
We,
The classics.
I remember when Paul's mom passed, and we went to see the attorney. And Paul gets along great with his sister, so that, like, this was not a problem. But he was like giving us all the cautionary tales, and he was like, there was a family that got into a deep fight over a collection of spoons.
Spoons.
And then there was another one that got into a fight over a rowboat.
Well, you know.
And I just think,
At the end of the day.
I mean, both sides have a point. I'm not gonna take sides. I wasn't there. But I just think it's spoons
Silverware and
a rowboat.
and nautical wear can be had.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. But your family is something that you need to relate with. So there's the thing.
People change when it comes to money. Exactly.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Take it from Cindy. Money changes everything. They were back to
How
nowhere.
big was the rowboat? I don't know, but I'm like, it was there was no outboard engine. It was a freaking rowboat.
How big is that yacht anyway?
It was a freaking rowboat.
Oh, it's not a yacht.
Yeah, it was
wait
our
a minute.
rowboat.
I'm still thinking about that. Yeah, I mean, you were in a rowboat when we did a music video.
I was.
And it was,
I would not have battled siblings for it.
no, you battled the waves.
I was appreciative at the time.
You battled the waves on Long Island Sound.
Yeah, but
That's what you
I
did.
would not have
Not siblings.
battled siblings for it. Like, yeah, whatever. Poor family is only a DNA test away.
I mean, speaking of
Doug.
which, I've never done one of those things, but my sister did for giggles, and she found out that our family unsurprisingly resembles who we thought they came from, except that we have like 10% Scandinavian DNA. Well, how about it?
You're a Viking.
Call me Lars.
You're a Viking.
After all that time. Unsurprising.
You're a Viking.
Unsurprising. Well, it didn't give me that like 6'2" height or anything, but yeah.
I kind of feel like doing a one of those tests just to see, like, what's my DNA?
You will find it unsurprising.
I'm sure I will find it unsurprising.
Except for the surprising part. And then you'll say, oh, what? Like,
yeah, and I'm like, okay,
oh,
wait, yeah.
oh, well,
and I'm here for all of it, so I don't care. But it was like, it's interesting.
And then you'll say, Native American. Oh, well, that's surprising. Who knows? Who knows?
I love it. Awesome.
Whatever. It's all in there. It's all in there. It's all good.
I'm here for all of it.
It's all good.
I'm here for all of it.
I'll say that, frankly. Vikings.
Oh, Errol said, wait. Oh, yeah, Vikings. Errol says, my family gets along great. My dad made a will and told us. My sister asked, why Dad? So we'll know who has to pay what bills. Dad laughed. Oh,
Too true.
Man.
Too true. Yeah, we've all been through these types of things. You know, it's kind of like going through probate or something. Ugh. Wow. Just put it in writing and you're done.
Hold on, I'm just trying to scroll back.
I leave my record collection to
I missed some of these. I'm sorry.
Of the city of New York, so that they can deal with it. Actually, they would just sell all these parts. They're not that rare. But I have good friends who would do something good stuff with this stuff.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
hold on.
I'm still dealing with them and I'm still moving through it. And we are actually selling some things up on the Discogs. And if you have any friends who collect records, point them to this, please.
They can get it wrong. Oh, yeah. Ancestry says I'm 22% Swedish. That would mean I would have to have a grandparent or great-grandparents that were Swedish, which is a big no. Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. You never know. Good to know.
You never know. I don't find...
Everyone comes here and makes babies. Exactly.
What are they going to do? I don't find the Scandinavian purportedly in my background surprising at all when you consider the migrations.
I sort of find it surprising.
I do not. But it's also an extremely small percentage. And I do not actually have any relatives named Lars.
So the one that looks the most like deceased pays the bills. I love that.
These things.
Oh, geez. Oh, Lisa. Oh, my God, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Wow. My God.
Oh, man.
Oh, Dime. Oh, my gosh. I'm just like, I'm reading all of your comments. I'm like, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to hold space for your comments because, wow. Okay,
I'm holding a lot of power for Lisa right now because that reminds me of my relatives who do not speak to each other, siblings. And I don't really know why. And I have no dog in any of that fight. So I'm like, okay, go with it.
I know, and it's sad because you're like, you love them and you love them. And it's like they're not talking. It's
I mean,
okay.
I talk to my sibling. Yeah. It's like,
no, and you like
we have a relationship, so
we see both sides, but it's like, it's like, you know, it's their fight. It's their fight.
I don't know the details,
it's not your fight.
I'm not an arbitrator either.
No.
So you got to deal, and you're not. So in the meantime,
says,
we people do deal.
Paternal grandparents are from Sweden. Oh, I love it. All right. Oh my gosh, I want to give everyone a big hug. This turned so heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone to get sad. Do not get sad. Like,
this morbid...
We say that and people are like, I'm sorry. Like, no, do not be sorry. Like, I love it.
This morbid conversation calls for a schnapps.
Uh-oh. He's going to get the schnapps. No apologies. Because I know people are like, oh, I'm sorry I brought it down. You did not bring it down. You did not bring it down. That's not schnapps.
Well, people
I thought you were going to get the Jaeger.
Oh, good God, no. People out there like to talk about their problems and stuff
schnapps.
like that.
He says, yeah, schnapps.
Their problems
we need
and
more
stuff
shots.
Like
no.
that there.
Oh,
listen, you got to be able to deal with your family peoples. Trying times like this call for little akavit.
I've been watching Vikings, and now Vikings Valhalla. What are we doing here? All right. Akavit.
As the Mexicans say, arriba, abajo, el centro, el dentro.
All right.
Did a shout for all you Swedish people.
Oh,
Still standing. Ooh, that sounds good. I like that akavit. That's Alborg. I happen to like akavit because I like rye bread. So that's actually really cool. And you make a martini with that and you're like, ooh, that's different and fun. So I'm happy with that. That's a happy place. So I'm happy with all of the
Did
Scandinavian
you say
peoples.
schnapps? Bring out the
Yup!
A lot of votes for the schnapps.
Well, you know, you got a little bit of sort of thing. Schnapps, of course, refers to the snap back when you like do a shot of stuff. And usually this was high proof stuff that was designed to be had fairly quickly. And that's the idea. So that's fine. If it's vodka, there's not a lot
You're
of flavor
checking
there.
yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'm not doing another shot.
Chickadee, check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself.
I take antacid pills, so I got to be careful. But I like the akavit, and we do know people of direct Scandinavian heritage, not their grandparents, and they appreciate such
yes,
things.
this
and
is
I do
this
as well.
is akavit. Yes, yes.
For real, for serious. I like keeping it
It's
around.
akavit.
There are a number of interesting little drinkies that do such things with akavit, more than shots. You could certainly do a really clear martini style thing with that, and it's really pretty happy. It makes a great, great martini. So I would say that among other things, you could actually throw an olive in a martini with that, or like a tiny little cornichon, a little pickle. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Skewer a tiny little bit of like brown bread on that. Oh man.
Brown bread. Just don't put it in the drink.
Yeah, don't put it in the drink.
'Cause it'll fall apart.
Perhaps like a little bit of gravlax on the top. We're starting to get into Bloody Mary
I was
territory
gonna say, that
in a
sounds
martini,
Good.
but it sounds kind of
Sounds kind
good.
of good for breakfast.
Do we need to do another brunch episode? Oh, I'm sorry, I just inhaled. That sounds like a good idea. Yes. Brunch episode.
Another brunch. where
Anybody?
we can
Anybody?
pass
Oh,
out.
this sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, so fantastic. Yeah. Akavit would actually be good in a Bloody Mary too, although I think the flavors would be a little
I
disguised.
think we are overdue for a brunch. A brunch.
Brunch style broadcast. Haven't done one in a while. They're a ton of fun. We get to have cereal.
Brunch. We gotta vote for brunch.
We get to have cereal and eggs Florentine
Doug
and
says it's been
Benedict
a while. All
and
right,
stuff
all
like
right,
that.
all right.
Hello.
We gotta do
Brunch!
a brunch. We gotta do a brunch.
Brunch!
I love
Ah.
it. I love it.
I love it.
Oh, including the inhaling. All right, brunch.
Oh yeah, seriously. No, it's just fun. A number of people here tonight have been dealing with a little bit of agita in their lives. I speak
Yeah.
a number of different terms. They come from different languages because they're just part of what we do. In New York City, you speak a certain amount of Yiddish just because you don't actually have to have any Jewish
Smuggler's
heritage.
Cove. We have the Smuggler's Cove book.
Yes, we do.
All right, Sunlight.
Yeah, the Smuggler's Cove book is
All right.
crazy. It has so
Can we
many
do a
nuts things
brunch
in it.
at midnight after drinks? I think we can.
Well, that sort of thing's
yeah.
going to happen,
all right.
you know.
All right. All
I'm
right.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But some people have been dealing with things. And, you know, dealing with things is just part of life. And when it happens, you just have to, as they say, who are they? You know, they.
Hey.
Feel the feels and get through it. And any sort of a construct that says, oh, suppress that feeling is totally crocked. You've got to feel it to get through it.
Gotta feel all
You got
the
to feel it to
feels.
get through it. If you've been through any sort of heavy experience, any sort of traumatic experience, you've got to get through it. Because that's part of life. There are a lot of experiences out there that tell you, oh, suppress all of that.
Violet
Don't
Marys.
Do that. Go through
Violet
it.
Marys. Oh.
Go through
okay.
Waffle House episode. Well, we can certainly do waffles.
Does anyone know a Waffle House where we could shoot a brunch? Because I am all about going there to do this.
Can I go to an episode at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles?
These episodes do go dark and deep. You're correct, Aaron. No, we go to all the places.
Hey, look, I've had several drinks here. I'm still standing. I'm talking to you because you showed up. You're our audience. I'm here to give you
but
interesting things, interesting ideas.
still Waffle House.
And I will not actually shy away from the dark. That's part of life.
Are they franchised?
I believe they are. Yes, I believe they are.
Does
As a matter
anyone
of
know
fact.
anyone who owns a Waffle House franchise? Because I will go there and do a brunch video.
Our closest are in Pennsylvania. So
No, why aren't they in New York?
I don't know. Why don't we have In and out in New York. I'm just saying, all you California people.
I know.
We used to have Carl's Jr., but they went
Aaron,
away.
Thank you.
Damn
You're
it.
so sweet.
Thank you,
Oh,
Aaron.
all right.
Thank you. It does a heart good. I'm telling you. All the love. We're here for an extremely minor amount of therapy on a Wednesday. Sometimes it's just talking through stuff.
We have no therapy credentials.
No.
Just
No.
in case you're thinking of suing us.
The
but-
American Medical Association wants a word with me right now.
Exactly.
But
You just don't talk. Just don't talk.
But damn it, if it helps a little bit, then there we go. End of the day, sometimes one of these things helps a little bit. End of the
Kathy
day,
Lee Gifford and
talking
Hoda
yourself
Kotb. I loved Kathy Lee and Hoda to the point where I got a drink in me. I delivered a basket with tiki mugs and a pre-made drink to the third, whatever it was,
I think it was fourth
of
hour.
the Today Show
Yeah.
to Kathy Lee and Hoda. And then I followed up by phone because whatever. And the person I talked to was like, oh, yeah, Hoda really liked that. You know, they might have it on the show. And they never did. But I gave Kathy Lee and Hoda 2 of our tiki mugs.
Lost opportunity. I'm just
So
saying,
probably
people.
2 of their PAs have 2 of our tiki mugs. But
You know, we
whatever.
could show up at random
They're
on
probably
this show
producers by
and make a
now.
few drinks, and they'd be like, "Now, who are you again?" Well, anyway, these drinks are awesome, and they'd be so happy, you know,
I love Hoda. I would meet Hoda.
because we've dealt with lifestyle content for years, and
Yeah,
we've had people
yeah.
tell us the thing about lifestyle content is that mommies don't go for drinks, and we're like,
Hold on.
which
Oh, Kathy
mommies
Lee
are
and
you talking about?
Hoda. We're getting votes for suppress your emotions and feelings versus. Oh, yeah.
I swear. Yeah.
Kathy Lee and Hoda. We only have Dunkin' Donuts here in Massachusetts, just as Ben Affleck.
Even Duncan will serve you a good egg sandwich. That's a thing.
Yeah, I remember they would just like guzzle tons of wine,
Just-
and I loved them.
It would just booze at about
And
11
they were-
o'clock in the morning.
And you could see them like disagree. You could watch them disagreeing with each other, but like
No, crazy.
they wouldn't get into it.
Crazy X,
Yeah,
I'm telling
Kathy
you.
Lee and Hoda.
They're good for the morning cocktail. Well, they're good for the morning booze and the morning wine.
They suck and you don't.
If I'm not going to go there, but you know, if we were to actually make up a couple of Ramos Gin Fizz, they'd be like, "What the hell is this?
No, but
It's my new friend."
Kathy
you know?
Lee retired like ages ago.
No, she's gone.
And
Yeah.
Hoda's there with someone else now.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
is.
know, but yeah. I love
Just water.
Hoda. Hoda's awesome.
My
Hoda,
work,
if you're watching.
yeah, my new work office is directly across from that office. So, hi.
He works right across the street from Radio City.
And you know, it's kind of fun. It's an interesting part of town to be in. It's not my favorite part of Manhattan at all because I can't eat lunch at a
What
fun
happened to
place.
Cody?
But yeah,
I don't even know. I don't even know.
nobody can tell.
Oh, God, I love this. Is so funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's Jenna Bush now, so probably no public cocktails. Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
I see.
We're just both like,
Well, okay.
oh. I think Hoda.
Hold up.
I kind of combine Kathy Lee and Hoda. Hoda would be into it.
Yes, yes, she would.
Hoda, if you're listening.
You're gonna have to like serve something backstage.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
I gave you a tiki mug.
People think brunch cocktails, they immediately go to the tomato juice. Power to you. As it turns out, after all this time, I used to really hate tomato juice, but I've actually had enough of those and I'm like, you know, this is pretty good. But it's not my go-to. My go-to is still tall and fizzy. Probably a Ramos Gin Fizz.
Hoda is cooler than we know.
Or bubbles.
Oh, Hoda.
Yes.
Hoda Kotb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to type her name. Wait, what just happened here?
It's directing you to stupid things. So you need to actually like reclaim your browser. We're just saying. Yeah, she's been broadcasting now on that show. Oh, wow. Over 20 years? Yeah, easily. Yeah,
There we go.
long time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
long time.
Hoda's cool. We like Hoda.
No, she's actually hip to this jive. Knows what it is.
Remember when Hoda dressed up as Yoda? I do not. I do not. But I will be Googling that tonight.
We'll have to just check that sort of thing out. Drink or do not drink, Kathy Lee. There is no try.
Kathy Lee's been gone for a long time now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Kodak copy.
Hilarious.
She does seem game, though.
Yeah, for a lot of
I think
things.
about Hoda coming to our house, and she would be like, oh! Okay.
Sounds intriguing. How far is it?
What's going on here?
But the simple fact is, a black car will get you here in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Or brunch day. I'm all about the brunch day.
Absolutely. We could do that.
Yes.
Not a big deal. Look, you could eat your cereal. You could eat your eggs Benedict. You could eat your eggs Florentine. You could have your French toast. That sounds good.
I'm hungry.
But you got to get something to soak up all that from the prior night. So that's what it's all about, people. Some people just like wake up at that hour and say, okay, light beer from Miller. Boom. Well, whatever. I kind of think that...
Play's password is drinking.
Sort of a
chicken and
Prosecco moment
booze.
is the place to be. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Chicken and booze.
Waffles, chicken, and booze.
Yeah, yep.
All I'm thinking is, of course, Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. Yo, friends, check this out. That will bring you right back to Tape Heads, and you've got to see this video.
Maybe
That's all
we
I'm going to
need
say.
to do a Tape Heads video.
All I'm going to say, it's just crazy how hilarious that is.
Yeah.
And we've actually had chicken and waffles recently, and it was really good. So I got to say, yeah. But definitely, you do not have to deep fry the chicken. Unnecessary.
No.
Unnecessary.
Nope.
You actually put that in a slow cooker, and I usually put it in the oven or on the grill. Grilled chicken.
Grilled is the best.
Beats fried chicken, hands down, no question. Absolutely.
Oh, you mean those Tape Heads? All right, we need to do a Tape Heads thingy.
No,
I think we do.
it's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm all about doing Tape Heads.
Ivan and Josh. Oh, these are just my spirit
yeah.
animals with all the video we've ever done. I gotta tell you,
Roscoe's for delicious food.
We've got the cure for your attitude.
Yeah.
No, it's just too good.
Yeah.
Just too good.
Yeah.
The simple fact is, I kind of forget the simple fact. What was I about to say about Tape
I
Heads?
don't even know. I don't even know.
Well, I'll think about it. Yep. Blender Children!
The Blender Children. That's a perfect drink name.
I
by the
cannot
way.
actually...
Blender Children.
I cannot actually say the best quote about the Blender Children from the movie on the air. And you know what I mean. So don't ask. I'm not going to do it. But it's hilarious.
We're doing this.
Just see the movie and you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. All right. Everyone needs to watch Tape Heads.
And we can talk about some sort of brunch specials, and we can definitely talk about some chicken and waffles because
I don't usually give assignments, but everyone needs to watch Tape Heads.
You.
If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Check it. It's one of those things that was done on a lark with, I think, a lot of leftover movie money. Really cheap and really quickly, and it's hilarious.
The happy accident. I love that idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that actually works so well. But I recommend it because it's kind of hilarious in that kind of way.
Oh, wait, hold on. River City Handsome says, I never viewed the lounge as a program. As much as I feel that I've joined some close friends in the basement. Oh! Hold on. Popping in and out. It's really different. I love that. I love that.
After my heart.
It makes me happy.
After my heart. We're here to provide a
Morning chicken and waffles-a-thon. Exactly.
We're here. Pardon. I've had a few carbonated drinks. We're here to provide a little entertainment on a potentially difficult Wednesday. Well, maybe just a potentially difficult week. On a Wednesday when who knows what the heck is going on. All sorts of travails. But you're still standing, so are we. So at the end of the day, let's make it happen, baby.
I love the brunch idea.
It's a great
The
idea.
brunches feel very intimate.
They're a lot of fun.
And I love that.
I love them.
We could just wear PJs.
I can do my pajamas. Great pajamas. She made them.
that.
The simple fact is, we can do brunch, and you can do brunch, and let's get into trouble, baby.
All right, we're not going to do it this
In the
Sunday
immortal
because
words
we
of
won't be here.
Mo
But
Fuzz. Remember, you can support us many ways. We have some product.
oh, I thought you were going to quote Mo Fuzz.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you already said, let's get into trouble, baby.
I did.
This Sunday we won't be here. But the following week,
That works. That will work for me.
I like it. I like it.
I'm liking it. It's liking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll work on that. We'll drop that on you. We'll let you know.
Oh. DJ Swank Cat, hello.
Hey, Swank.
Good to see you.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
Yeah, Nesmith absolutely did that, Swank.
Yes.
That's very
yes.
cool.
Yes.
Great thing.
I'm going to go put
He-
in tape heads right after this.
Nesmith
honestly.
was, of course, a pioneer in this type of video from the
Yes.
60s.
I'm gonna go put this
And
in.
his experience
after
being
this.
a puppet to Svengalis made him a Svengali. So he actually made that work. And that worked very well. He did some great productions. He produced Repo Man. Hello. There we go. Man, we got a double pack happening here.
Repo Man. We have our work
Repo
is
Man,
cut out for us.
Tape of Heads. Anybody for Liquid Sky? Oh, this is getting really weird. This is getting very New York No Wave.
I love Repo Man and I love tape heads. So
I like New York No Wave, but I like the aforementioned as well. This is crazy. We can do a lot of fun
Julie,
with this.
thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate hearing that. Thank you.
I appreciate that you show up on a regular basis. If
Forbidden Zone.
perhaps every week.
Oh, Forbidden Zone.
Oh, Forbidden Zone. Oh man.
Oh, dime. Okay, all right.
Speaking of a little oingo boingo action.
Okay, all right. We got our work cut out for us.
I think we need to quit while we're ahead so we can do some research.
I know. I gotta go watch movies.
All right, folks.
I'll put
you
in
it to
Repo
us.
Man because we own it, and Tape Heads because we own it.
I
All right.
challenged you,
All
and
right,
you're going to
all right,
challenge us,
all
and
right.
you did it.
Okay, all right.
The simple fact is, you know how to support us. We have some artifacts for sale. Some of them are actually really cheap to ship. Towels, glassware, not that cheap to ship. There is always the store on Amazon that helps a lot.
Oh yeah.
There is always Patreon. We have several Patreon patrons here. Oh,
Yes, and
hail
thank
the
you.
Patreon
Thank you.
patrons. Thank
You
you.
have no idea how much we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes.
If you know what I'm talking about, then drop us a line. Like, we can get that going. Patreon really helps us, definitely. Otherwise, we're broke. So thank you so much for tuning in, because we do this from the money in my wallet.
The Velvetiki Room, which we might be back in here next week if it's still warm.
It may well be next
hope
week.
so.
We'll see.
I hope so.
We're getting there. Those of us who are joining us from the Northeast are like, I'm seeing crazy temperatures. You are. So good. And that's the thing. And those of us who are joining us from other places, you're seeing crazy temperatures too. So join us in with the fun. The simple fact is, we're so fantastically glad you could join us on a Wednesday evening from wherever you are, from wherever you go. And remember, wherever you are and wherever you go, don't worry. We'll see you soon.
Good night.